15 seed to win a first-round game, and they're talking about it with KJ Maxx this morning. Danny Ferry joins the show at 8:30 Eastern, the former Duke player, of course, talking Duke, Cal State, Fullerton as well later on tonight. Thanks for staying up all night. For producer Ben Rivera and technical director Nick Carty, I'm Jim Basquil. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max is next.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max starts next at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN News.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good, really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless, now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Hey, this is Bomani Jones. What's your favorite podcast? Let me tell you why that'll be number 2 after you listen to mine. 3 times a week, I'm going to challenge you to keep up with me as I discuss topics from the latest in technology and music, and people getting dunked on. Also, you'll get the very best analysis of the games, and we watch them with encyclopedic level historical connection. Plus, we have got a community of guests that you'll feel like are your closest friends in no time. Listen and subscribe to The Right Time with Bomani Jones Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay, so we got the chorizo dumplings, the cucumber empanadas.
Zara's food truck is popping off.
Come on, guys, let's pick it up, all right?
But if she doesn't find a new chef, her truck will be stuck.
Carl quit this morning, so Jessica, I'm going to need you on the fryer.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Look at this. J.D. Power awarded Cricket #1 customer service and purchase experience in the MVNO segment.
Huh. Award-winning service has a nice ring to it. Say it again.
Award-winning service.
Again.
Hear ye, hear ye. Announcing 2 more reasons to switch to Cricket and their award-winning service.
Wow, it does have a nice ring to it. Switch and see for yourself.
For J.D. Power 2022 wireless customer care and purchase experience mobile network operator performance studies award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
You probably wouldn't leave thousands of dollars on the table at a diner. Why leave thousands on the table with your tax return? Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you don't. This year, there are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits. Your Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro will help you track down every last one, so you get your biggest refund guaranteed. Don't leave thousands on the table this year. Discover thousands of dollars in tax credits instead.
Check, please.
Learn more at jacksonhewitt.com.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials: a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
New message.
What up, what up? It's Heather's cousin. You dated her in college, or maybe you were just in the same class. Anyway, I heard you bought a boat, my man. Let's hit the water. Oh, and Heather told me you always liked, snacks and stuff, so I could totally bring some chips.
When you get a boat, you also get new friends. Make sure Progressive's one of them, and get coverage today for as little as $100 a year.
Hey, also, I'm a little short on cash, so can you cover the chips? Thanks. I can see why Heather liked you.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy not available in all states.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station.
Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
And welcome into the Friday edition of the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. A busy week for us, a fun week for us, but we wind towards a weekend. An NFL free agency and more. Sixers in action. 3 games in the next 4 days. And so we've got lots to talk about, and we hope that you will be with us all morning long. Our 6 a.m. hour brought to you by our friends at Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White is here for the pro. I want to tell you first off the bat today, too, that there is a special event today all throughout the show. We are trying to welcome back and get you engaged with the American Association for Cancer Research, the AACR. They have signed on again to be our official charity partner of the John Kincade Show. And you can help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that are going to help cancer patients and their families. And you never know when it's going to touch your family or touch a friend. You can make a donation to life-saving cancer research today at aacr.org/fanatic. If you have an opportunity, even if you made a $9.75 donation in honor of the event today, it would be greatly appreciated at aacr.org/fanatic. We'll talk about it more. I'm going to set an over-under number. See if we can get can we get 97.5? If I set that over-under number,
that's
you think
perfect.
It just seems to be an appropriate number.
All right, you have one right now.
See that? There you go.
I just did it.
I'll make it too.
aacr.org/fanatic. If you got $9.75 or more, you want to be $97.50, whatever you want to do, a donation, we would greatly appreciate it this morning. So, goodbye, Fletcher Cox, or is it hello, Fletcher Cox? So, an NFL insider last night, when the news came down, first of all, this caught me totally off guard. I don't know about you guys.
Totally, yeah.
Completely off guard that Fletcher Cox was going to be cut. Really good NFL insider said to me the trade market for Fletcher Cox was completely non-existent, and I'm quoting him. Completely non-existent. The best the Eagles were offered was late third-day picks because of the money, because of time. So there was nobody really interested in trading for Fletcher Cox. I didn't think he had that bad a year. So maybe it was money or people didn't want to deal with. And I don't think the Eagles wanted to take on the dead cap hit either of making a trade either. But will Fletcher Cox come back? There's a lot of speculation that he will, and that would be fantastic, I guess, if it happens, if the number was incredibly reasonable. It could shake things up for the Eagles, though, if he exited. What if somebody now as a free agent says, yeah, we didn't want Fletcher Cox at that number, but we'll take him at that number where they can negotiate their own? Well, one way or another, it appears to me that you now can count on one of the first-round picks either being Fletcher Cox's replacement or Fletcher Cox's protege. That leads to being his replacement coming on. But I'll say it again. I never saw it coming. This, to me, is out of left field for me. I did not think they would ever see him cut. But he may be back. I ask you both, all of you, do you think he's coming back? Should he come back, I think is the follow-up question. Because, I mean, he's had it's been Mets and Mets for a couple of years now.
Yeah, this is interesting because as of 4 o'clock yesterday, he would have been guaranteed $18 million. And boom, they slice it and take the money right out from under him. So your first thought would be, oh, really? They want him back? He's not coming back. But like you said, John, the Sixers were looking to move him.
Eagles.
Or the Eagles, I'm sorry.
Sixers are too. If they can get a backup guard.
Fletcher Cox,
If they get a shooting guard, Bob, they really go for it.
Yeah, so the Eagles are looking to move him, and they really don't get anything. So then now in Fletcher Cox's mind, as much as you're like, screw the Eagles, they just took $18 million from me, but nobody else really wants me. Maybe I'm better off going back to the Eagles. So it's an interesting situation. Does he swallow pride and look to go somewhere else? Is he just like, look, I understand their business decision, but I love it here and I'm going to stay? I don't know, but whatever does happen, I agree with you that they are going to draft as if Fletcher Cox is not here, I think.
Taking a late third-day pick from an insider, taking a late third-day pick and taking that cap hit, that dead cap hit, would not have been worth it for the Eagles. That's the reason why they would not have accepted it. But a 6th or 7th rounder, that's all he could return? Yeah. Do you think that was money? That's the reason he would have returned it?
It's a player on the decline paired with the money.
Paired with the money.
Yeah, so I still think Fletcher's productive, but not nearly at the money he gets.
If you were to guess right now, what do you think he gets? If he came back on a 1 year, $8 million?
Yeah, that's kind of the number that was in my head.
Yeah, it's not bad.
High single digits?
Yeah.
I would take that.
It's definitely going to be less than the 16 they saved. So you figure 12 at the most, kind of 7 or 8 at the lowest. So probably somewhere in between, maybe 8, 9, something like that.
Do you want him back?
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is there
at that cheap a number? Yeah.
I wish there was a way we could see the draft first.
Well, a lot of the stuff I've been reading lately, the Eagles are in love with somebody from Georgia.
Yep, Jordan Davis.
No, not even him.
Well, he is. They are, though.
Well, yeah, I think everybody is because the dude might
they
be an
just don't
Avenger.
know whether they could get him.
Devontae Wyatt's name I'm seeing a lot.
The Eagles had, by the way, a huge contingent of people in Athens, Georgia.
Jordan Davis might end up going on top 10. I mean,
I think he is, but
his spider chart the other day, I've never seen anything like it.
I don't leave him. How about this? That flat out told by Georgia people at the Pro Day, and I think we're going to have one next week on the show if we can swing this. That the Eagles, a lot of eyeballs on Jordan Davis.
Yeah,
take it for what it's worth.
Rightfully so.
So there was a lot of it, and then this Fletcher Cox thing comes down.
Yeah, it's not a mistake. We'll see. At first I was like, "Ooh, what are they going to do with this money?" We'll see. I don't really know, but they're going to save probably at least $8 million if he gets in that $8 million neighborhood on him. So we'll see what happens.
Pat, you want Fletcher Cox back? Do you think Fletcher Cox is back?
Yeah, I do.
So you think he's back, and you want him back?
Yeah, both. Yeah, I want him back. I think he does add a lot to that defensive line. His production's declined, but for that price, I would absolutely bring him back.
And that's the price, by the way, we're proposing. We have no idea what the price
is. Yeah, but I also think he's not. If this is a rare situation where a guy's cut and then brought back like a veteran like Fletcher Cox. Usually, guys that are cut and brought back are practice squad guys. So it's a rare thing. But when you're offered the opportunity, if you're Fletcher Cox, you've been here since 2012. Do you really want to move someplace on 1 year? Probably not. So it does make sense if he's offered the opportunity to come back. He would come back.
I just wonder though. Pittsburgh was interested reportedly. I'm not saying that was the team but Pittsburgh had interest in him before. Now that he's a free agent, Mike Tomlin calls.
Yeah,
I think maybe you'd think about it.
I'm leaning towards this. I was thinking of this all night and all this morning. I'm leaning towards he doesn't come back. I just. Look, they cut his ankles out from under him a little bit here. We were all surprised by the move, whether he knew it was coming or not, whatever.
I was going to say, he probably knew.
Yeah, you can see it's a business move.
Yes, exactly.
He's going to lose money, obviously. I think there's a pride thing there that won't allow him to come back. We saw that he didn't really, and he said it publicly, that he wasn't really on board with what Jonathan Gannon was doing. All that leads me to think that he won't be coming back.
I wonder, too, if Jonathan Gannon would be sort of a little pleased because of the fact is that he was a guy who was publicly not buying into the program and making it known.
Yeah, and was he getting the most?
And I wouldn't think that was cool. If I'm Jonathan Gannon, I don't think that's professional or cool.
Yeah, and was he getting the most out of what Fletcher Cox had left?
Right.
It doesn't appear so, or Fletcher Cox is that much on the decline. Either way, again, evidence to me that he won't be coming back.
I think he's back. One of the reasons is Hassan Ridgeway is gone. If he's gone too, on top of it, you just lost 2 of your 4 guys. Now all of a sudden you're looking at Milton Williams and Javon Hargrave is it.
Sure.
So you'd be desperate for depth. So I think it makes sense to come back. I have a feeling Fletch knew this was coming for a while. I'm sure.
Why would they wait till the last minute to do it, though?
I don't know.
If he knew it was coming.
I don't know. Maybe that's just a secretarial
tried to move him until the last minute, maybe?
Yeah, that could be.
Till noon.
That could very well be. It doesn't work that way. But we'll see how it shakes out. The Eagles, though, all over Athens. I was told that if they didn't have the largest contingent of people in Athens for the Pro Day, they had the second largest. They were right there as far as they had the eyeballs on all of those Georgia Bulldog players.
I think it's a lock they come away with one in the first 2 rounds.
Which is good. I would ask you now, though, going by the depth chart. I mean, going by the trade chart, as I should say. So I'm going to use the chart right now. What would you say, Jordan Davis? Give me the number, Jamie, that you think
he'll go.
Yes.
Like
8, 9?
I have 7, 8 in my head.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say 8. Are you giving up? Are you giving up this year's second round pick in 15 to get him? Done. For me, I'm done.
Wait, give up what?
You're giving up this year's second round pick and the 15th. So you go to 8.
Right.
You give up your second round pick and you flip 8 and 15 with somebody else. They get your.
I'm okay with that.
I'd be okay with it. I still think you can get a starter in round 2. So.
A starter, or can you get Jordan Davis?
I know it's
You're
tough.
not
I'm good either way.
When you get a chance to get star quality like that, do you just say, because that's what it would take? The chart tells you that is the value it's going to take. You may have to give up a second and a fifth, a second and a sixth, something like that. But you can get up to 8 from 15.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
not
get up to
impossible.
8 or 9. You can get there.
Is Seattle holding 8 now?
And they're going to want a quarterback. Malik Willis appears to be.
That might have come from Denver.
Malik seems to be the guy that they're leaning towards. So
It's been a wild offseason.
It really has been.
A lot of change of sceneries for people.
It really has been.
Oh, and just looking at mock drafts, it's unbelievable. I mean, the kid from USC I saw, the wide receiver.
Drake London.
London, yeah. He's moved up to number 2 in one of the drafts.
Yeah.
Like, he was below the Eagles going at 22 earlier in the year, and then I saw him kind of drift into the Eagles in some mocks. Now, one of the mocks has him as high as number 2 overall. It's nuts. It's going to be a great draft.
Jamie, let's do it again here. Okay, I'm going to give you a 7, by the way. Giants are 5 and 7. All right? Falcons are 8.
Falcons are 8.
And if the Falcons get Deshaun Watson,
That's
8
gone.
will most likely be Houston.
Yeah.
9 is Seattle. From Denver. 10 is the Jets from the Seahawks. The pick. So the Jets will be 10.
Is that the Jamal Adams pick?
Yes.
Wow.
So the Jets go 4 and 10.
That was dumb on Seattle's part.
The Giants go 5 and 7 in that draft. So that's where it is. I'm not sure you're getting one of those teams. I don't know. Depending on what they do early in the draft, I'm not sure you're getting one of them to trade you that pick. And that's the kind of thing people say all the time, well, just move up.
Well, it takes 2 to tango.
Because you're not going to be able to move up. I don't think the Giants would trade with the Eagles.
Probably not.
By the way,
last year.
By the way, how good does that Giants trade look from last year? The one that got, because now the Giants picking up the 7th pick from the Bears.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That was really well done. But the Commanders have the 11th pick.
Yeah.
I don't think they're trading with you. They're not going to help you in any way.
They might be taking a quarterback.
Minnesota's 12. Cleveland's 13. Ravens are 14. So you've got some teams ahead of you. Ravens, one of the best drafting teams in the NFL, is ahead of you. One notch ahead of you, which sucks.
Yeah.
I think you almost have to get ahead of the Ravens just in the chess game at some point, just to be rid of them, because they are a really, really good drafting team. Hey, spring sprung. It really has. So why don't you have some new specials at your local PJs? Bob was considering it just a few minutes ago. Why not take a break from cooking tonight, Bob, and head to PJs?
All right.
Try their newest wing sauce flavor, Honey Rancha Mustard. Honey Rancha Mustard. Visit pjspub.com for full details. The Captain Crunch wing, I understand they've reported not available. People have been calling, saying, could they get it far and wide, and trying to get it. And they said that you need to bring your own bacon right now until they come up with Bob's appetizer. If you bring your own bacon, you can wrap your wings. They're not going to stop you from doing that. Sixers and the Mavs tonight, 7 o'clock in the Fanatic. That's where I was thinking, Bob, maybe get to dinner, go watch the Sixers and the Mavs and all the hoops madness from yesterday. How much basketball did you watch from the time we parted company around noon yesterday?
Until I fell asleep last night.
Yeah, I
really did. I didn't turn it off.
I took an hour break to play with Skylar, and that was about it.
I took a walk in that interim time, the late afternoon time, where it was like I went and took a walk, listened to the end of the Mike Missinelli show, heard some of Cuz's Corner from the thing. So Cuz was all day at Parks yesterday.
I can't imagine how excited he was.
His eyes must have bugged out of his head. I mean, seriously. There was some great stuff. It's a shame. Whenever you see Kentucky lose, that's just a great shame.
Yeah.
It's just a terrible shame to see Kentucky go
Dick
down.
Vitale, I couldn't help but laugh. He had Iowa and Kentucky in the final game.
Championship game.
Yeah. He lost his championship game day one.
I'm going to tell you that unless you were purposely trying to do it.
Yeah, I don't think you could.
You couldn't do it. No. I mean, when you go. Now, Iowa was a 4 or 5?
4.
5.
They're 4 or 5.
Oh, it's 12-5.
So that was
Yeah,
that's a little bit of a reach for a title game. Little bit of a reach, but I think we've had 4 or 5 seeds in the title game last couple of years.
Yeah, and they got a top 15 pick probably. So, maybe sometimes those guys can carry you.
Yeah, you watch that Richmond team, God, with Chris Mooney as coach, who played at Princeton, and it brought me back. John, you remember the days when Princeton had Petey Carell as their head coach, and they would go up against like Georgetowns and lose by a point, but it would be there at the last minute in a game you think they had no business being in.
And it would be like 41-40.
Yeah, 50 to 49, exactly, yeah. So Mooney running some backdoor stuff against Franny McCaffrey, 2 local guys going against each other yesterday. I was shocked. As much success as Franny McCaffrey's had in Iowa, and he's done a terrific job there. He's never gotten out of the first weekend in I thought, I could be wrong, but I thought it said 9-10 consecutive years.
Yeah, I mean
that's shocking, and it's a shame, but
the Big Ten kind of sucks.
Yeah, and there's that.
Come tourney time anymore. So
yeah,
I don't know. They just got Big Ten stink on them.
Well, I mean, it's another one though. There's one name every single year that comes up to me.
Gonzaga.
No, not that one.
Gonzaga.
Shaka Smart.
Yeah.
Shaka Smart. And I'm like, Shaka Smart come tournament time.
Well, he had that big run the one year, right?
Yes, and he's been living off that big run since.
Exactly. That's what happens with a lot of these guys. That's all
but their
you need.
name gets known.
Sure.
Shaka Smart. It's everybody gets excited about a name.
Yeah.
And then goes, well, I know that name. And then he never delivers.
Yeah, then it
doesn't deliver.
Hey, if you can ride that 1 year of glory. Now, what did he take? VCU? Did they go to Sweet 16? Maybe the Elite 8,
Marquette,
whatever it was?
It was no.
And then
it was VCU.
Yeah, and that's what propelled him to get these bigger jobs. And then, since then. But look, if you can do that, that's the ultimate goal, right? You see it at Temple, John.
Yep.
With the football program. It's
Absolutely.
the stepping stone, and you have success there, and then boom. You take off and you ride the wave that comes.
Right. You push it at that point, and you say, as long as you can do it. Nick Castellanos.
What up?
It's going to happen.
You believe gut instinct today?
Yeah, I do. I don't know why.
Kind of seems like it. Yeah.
I sort of feel like it seems like the smoke's there, but the thing is, his hometown team is the other one you're going up against. You're going up against the Marlins. They have plenty of money to spend. They have plenty of money to spend according to what their budget is.
But are they going to spend it?
Why wouldn't they?
Because nobody goes to the games anyway.
No, but why
would? Oh my God, did you guys just switch?
No, but why
would something John would say?
Yeah, but if I'm
and him saying, why wouldn't they spend the money on something you
No,
will
because
say?
they have a minimum budget to meet.
Yeah.
Do they still have to meet that?
No, I mean their operating budget is that they've run off of. You know what they spend every year.
Like
what
51,
they spend.
52.
They're going to spend.
Like
they've got the money to spend on Castellanos.
If you're him, do you want to compete or if the money's pretty similar?
No question.
I mean, I know there's no tax down there.
None.
But playing
much better weather, no taxes.
But playing in an
hometown
outfield with Harper, Schwarber, and him.
Okay. Get
Whoa.
you excited, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go sell all those tickets, right? If they go and do this, right?
Yeah,
Schwarber and Castellanos. There's no reason we should see.
Yeah.
We should not see $17,000 down at Citizens Bank
There's no
Park,
reason
right?
that we should care.
What do you mean?
Why the hell would I, a fan who, by the way, has season tickets, why would I care who's coming? I don't care.
No, I'm talking
the
about
product
Pat.
Good or not?
No,
like you're so obsessed with the fan base going out and support. Like,
yes.
I feel like you secretly, without telling us, bought stock into the Phillies, and you're one of the 8 secret owners.
No, it's just I don't like the I'm a fan. If they go out and get Schwarber and Castellanos, what the hell's the bitching about, Pat?
What do you mean we're not?
What would be
we're,
no?
we're
Is there,
partying.
so
We're
there's
taking
not.
our pants off.
Okay, good. Well, then I'm going to see. Then we're going to see the stadium's going to be packed
That's
again.
two different things.
People going to be excited about
That's
the
two
team.
different things. You can be excited and not go.
Really?
Yeah, you can sit at home and watch the game.
Interesting.
I don't go. I don't go very often anymore.
See, boom.
When I was in my mid 20s, I would go probably.
You do realize though where you are. There are now people that are that age group that fill that void.
Well, yeah.
And then while you're in the young children age, when a lot of people don't go often, and then you'll end up going back more when you don't have a young child.
Potentially.
You realize that cycle constantly.
Something is painful to me about spending $200 to go to a baseball.
You don't
game.
have to.
Yeah, we've been through this, Jamie.
You don't have
you get 3 IPAs that you don't
have
need.
You do things that the normal person doesn't
That's
do.
just not reality, though.
You don't. It is reality.
If you go with a 6 and a 4-year-old, they're not going to ask you for cotton candy or ice cream or a soda.
You're not going to spend $200 doing that.
Jane, there's a 2-letter word, man. It's no.
And there is.
Parenting advice.
Feed them before they go.
Or you just have.
I mean, you guys are crazy to think a family of 4 is not dropping $200 at a game.
You're
crazy.
But we're saying you don't have to.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, but that's not reality.
Jamie, the tickets alone, you don't have to.
Sure, you're spending
on any given night. You don't.
I don't want
have
to do this again, but you're spending minimum $65 for a family of 4 to get in the stadium.
I think it's fair.
Okay.
No, I think that's fair. I don't think that's bad.
20 for parking.
You're going to spend that going to the movies.
Yeah.
You spend that going to the movies.
There's a reason the theaters are plummeting.
Whoa. Do not talk about
Don't talk about that. Now Pat's going to fight you.
I'm just saying. It's
so wait a minute.
Yeah, you can bring in your own water bottle and not get your kids anything.
Okay, so what about all these other stadiums in all these other cities?
I'm just saying personally for me, and I think I speak for a lot of people here, spending $200 at a ball game isn't something
But in these other cities, what are they getting in for $10? No, they're getting in for probably.
That's the average of all Major League Baseball. I'm just telling you, a lot of people don't want to drop.
And I told you where the average doesn't make any sense because they count the 1,000.
I literally can't do this again. I can't do it again.
Seats. Well, no, you can't count the average seat.
Yes,
you can't do that.
Okay,
because the $1,000 seats
average
get
family
counted
of 4.
It still doesn't matter, James.
Yes, it does.
No, not with an app.
So you think I literally can't do this again? You think a family of 4 is going to a ball game for $80?
On many weeknights. On many weeknights,
I'll give you $100.
On many weeknights, you can.
$100 easy.
100 easy. 100 is easy.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah,
okay.
100, as long as you're not doing the.
All right. Look, I know it's one thing coming from him.
Hold on, real quick. You took Jack to a Temple game.
Yeah.
Okay. So Temple game, Temple basketball. There's nobody there, whatever.
Yeah.
You go in, you got ice cream, he got ice cream, you got something there, you got something to eat, whatever. I mean, you probably dropped about just a Temple basketball game where $10 tickets. And you didn't have to pay for parking. You probably dropped about $50 that day.
Nope.
Why not?
Well, first of all, we shared ice cream.
Oh,
all right, I'm not buying him his own ice cream when I know he's not going to.
Normal person.
We shared
I took 3 girls. They got something to eat or whatever, and I spent close probably to $100. I had a beer. I probably spent close to $100 at a Temple basketball game where I didn't pay for tickets.
90 was the beer.
Yeah, exactly.
$10
all those cups that were under Bob, I said, people had to ask him to keep moving the cups on the row.
We probably spent $25.
Okay, I have a very good Philly source here. A really connected former Philly source tell me that the average on a weeknight game, the last 3 seasons, remember one of them being COVID, on the secondary ticket market, 4 people could have gotten in for the average. Could have gotten in for $58. So 4 tickets, and then 20 for parking.
And then what's
then 20 for parking?
What's the convenience fees?
78. He's saying that's the cost with the convenience fees.
We sure about that?
Yeah.
This person knows pretty
weekday games. Yeah.
Yeah, weekday games were terrible though, Jamie. That's what I'm saying. The weekday games are terrible.
Okay, so 58 plus 20 for parking, you're 78.
That's 78.
So you're getting out of there $20 for a family of 4. Good luck.
Me and Jamie should both go to a game. Jamie, I'll take your family, then you take your family.
Pat, we're going to do this.
I'll give you mine. You can take
Pat,
mine.
we're going to do this. We're going to do this on a weeknight. Hey, you can help accelerate scientific breakthroughs. Bob and Jamie have already done it. You can do it too. Please, today, we're asking you, help support life-saving cancer research today. Go to aacr.org/fanatic. Make a donation if you can. $9.75 is what, it's a sort of a donation that just signifies you're a part of our cause today.
I'm in for $9.75.
You want to go $97.50? You want to go more? Jamie says a family of 4 could go for $97.50. Get in aacr.org/fanatic, and we appreciate you very, very much. Coming up, the 1,000th game was played last night, and a local media member described supporters as a-holes. I was a little surprised. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatics. The all-new BetParks app is finally here. We've been talking about this thing for a while, and it's awesome. BetParks PA and BetParks NJ. Both of them, Pennsylvania and New Jersey, you're in. It's 2 apps in one, both sportsbook and casino. Go download it in the App Store, Google Play Store, or at betparks.com. It's the only sportsbook and casino app that I'm going to recommend to you, and I love it. The new streamlined app is beautiful. The BetParks app is a sanctuary, so everything's in one. So you got the slots, the games, the bets, the odds, all of it It's absolutely awesome. It's fun to play. You have great functionality with it. It's easy to use. Sportsbook and casino all in one place. And with the college basketball tournament action going on, you know that BetParks will have you covered. The new BetParks app, you got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. You have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that. Yeah, he must work out.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic's John Kincade Show is heading to the NFL Draft in Las Vegas.
And you can be there too.
Listen starting Monday for your chance to win a trip for two from our official partner, PhillySportsTrips.com. Travel with the pros. You'll win round-trip nonstop flights from Philadelphia to Las Vegas, a 3-night stay at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, and passes to 2 all-inclusive draft parties.
It's a huge draft year for the Birds, and you can be there live in Vegas with the John Kincade Show and 97.5 The Fanatic.
It all starts Monday morning, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory, the official soft pretzel of the Philly sports fan. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in ED and low testosterone. And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Now at T-Mobile, you can get the incredible iPhone 13 on us on the network with more 5G bars in more places.
This is the year, Amelia. The year I become a famous influencer.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
I just got the new iPhone 13 at T-Mobile. It has the most advanced dual camera ever on an iPhone, so my videos and photos are gonna look amazing. And check it out. I have 5G, even out here.
Whoa.
I'll be able to post tons of content. Us influencers gotta stay fresh, you know?
Nice. So, were you gonna learn to sing or dance or something?
Better. Yodeling. Ooh, let's hike up that hill and do a live stream. Yodeling.
I'm good. Thanks.
Head into T-Mobile today, because when you switch, you can get the new iPhone 13 on us on every plan with eligible trade-in. All on T-Mobile's 5G network, with more 5G bars in more places.
Phone via 24 monthly bill credits with qualifying new line plus tax for well-qualified customers. Contact us before canceling service to continue remaining bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement is due. T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Do your days involve constant virtual meetings and the need for connecting with coworkers wherever they are? Have you transformed your offices to meet these needs? Haverford Systems can keep employees safe and connected using the best equipment to stay productive throughout the day. Haverford Systems is Philly's most experienced audiovisual company, designing custom solutions to provide employees with the technology they need to get their work done seamlessly, whether they're working from home or from the office. Haverford can provide systems for audio and video conferencing, live streaming, video surveillance, paging, and sound masking. For a free site visit and estimate, go to haverford.com. That's HAVERFORD.com. Mention the Fanatic and receive a free web camera. That's right, a free web camera. Go to haverford.com today and get your office ready for the future. That's haverford.com.
Geico presents Motorcycle Sounds. If you hear this, and within 15 seconds, you already know that it's a 6-speed cruiser with a wheelbase of 120 inches, a V-twin 2-cylinder engine with a max torque of 110 foot-pounds, a bright yellow body, black upholstery, chromed-out wheels, a nice clean fairing, and a big dresser in the back ready to tour. Well, then you probably ride a motorcycle. So you probably know that Geico could save you even more when you bundle motorcycle with your home or car insurance. Geico Motorcycle. Save even more when you bundle.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast, free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. Again, that's 877-ASK-DELL.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
Look at this. J.D. Power awarded Cricket #1 customer service and purchase experience in the MVNO segment.
Huh.
Award-winning service has a nice ring to it. Say it again.
Award-winning service.
Again.
Hear ye, hear ye. Announcing 2 more reasons to switch to Cricket and their award-winning service.
Wow, it does have a nice ring to it. Switch and see for yourself.
For J.D. Power 2022 wireless customer care and purchase experience mobile network operator performance studies award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone, America's #1 brakes destination. Right now, save 15% when you get any 2 Duralast rotors with a set of Duralast brake pads. It's also AutoZone's national hiring event. We're hiring all positions, from sales to warehouse and drivers, both part-time and full-time. Visit careers.autozone.com or any one of our stores.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
With warmer weather and people getting out and about, the New Jersey Transit Police Department reminds you that we all need to work together to keep the transit system safe. If you ride the train or bus, if you live or work near a station, be alert and aware of your surroundings. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD. New Jersey Transit urges you to help keep the transit system safe. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey.
Hey, guys, you got to protect yourself against upsets this March with Bracket Parlay Insurance on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. Right now, all customers can get up to $25 back each day if your parlay of 3 legs or more falls 1 leg short. A lot of great games going on again today. John, you're going to love this. I kind of like Delaware getting a lot of points from Villanova today.
We're
okay?
all Blue Hens today.
I love Davidson today in a matchup with Michigan State. Take a look at who you like. It might be a heavy favorite, a heavy underdog, or one of the closer games. I like to bet the closer games, except for that Delaware game today. Like them getting the points. Build your own parlay based on the teams playing today. Parlays are great because you can turn a small bet into a big payday. And with cash out, the ball's in your court. So you can close out your bet whenever you want before the game is over. Are you new to FanDuel? Well, then just sign up with promo code Bob. Then you can bet the bracket all tournament long. That's promo code Bob on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. If exactly 1 leg loses, refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. NCAA tournament SBK wager required. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Yes, if you ever wondered, I do talk straight through the breaks.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Thank you for joining the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. We appreciate you big time. And today we are hoping that you will help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that benefit cancer patients and their families. Our official show partner, the American Association for Cancer Research, trying to drum up some support today.
Just got 2 on Twitter from my tweet. Thank you, Brian Trislini and Nicholas Davis.
Great job, guys.
Way to hop on early.
Great job, guys.
Awesome.
We appreciate it. AACR.org/fanatic. Anything you can give. If you want to give $9.75 or more, we're trying to just, create some significant traction this morning, if you would. And we thank the AACR for being a part of our family.
I'll put the link on our Twitter account, by the way.
Oh,
That's
no,
very
good
nice of
move.
you.
Way to
Good
go,
job,
Pat.
5 JK show.
Flyers goal scored by. Thanks for chiming in. Another donation.
We appreciate that.
The Chip Reederson, another donation. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much.
Keep it up.
Jamie's like the Jerry Lewis.
He is. I was just thinking that. Yes. Yeah, we should put a phone next to you so he can just answer the phone.
Are you going to sing later?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a singer.
You're going to sing a little bit later
But for
on?
cancer, I guess I can try.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, why not?
That is great news. Hey, Claude Giroux played his 1,000th game last night. And it was an interesting kind of display. Bob,
No one cares.
Bob, the moms and the mom.
Did he get the rocking chair?
His mom and his wife got.
That is just a baseball thing.
Okay, you play for a
It's
franchise.
not a
for
retirement,
you play for like 15 years for a franchise, and they give him a painting.
Yeah, it was like a
I mean,
mirage of different highlights.
Mirage is.
Mirage. It was a mirage.
It was an invisible
the whole
ink.
thing.
Yeah.
His whole career here has been a mirage. No, yeah. So they give him a collage of paintings throughout his career. I think Bobby Clark came out and gave him a golden stick because those are the only two people that have played 1,000 games for the Flyers.
Yeah, every time you play 1,000 games, you get a silver stick.
Yeah, they gave his sons a hockey stick.
And then Bobby Clark asked him to never speak to Mike Keenan again, and then he said he wouldn't. He fired him. So,
dude,
Claude Giroux.
Don't make this about you,
Claude Giroux, 1,000
Paul.
games, and it was good information I had yesterday morning that he would never play again as a Flyer because he did not travel. So he will be traded. So we are waiting to see where he goes.
Bouquet of flowers to his mom and his wife. That was a real special touch.
That's terrible.
I swear it looked like somebody made a call. Goes, oh God, you didn't get the flowers. Stop at Wegmans real quick and get some flowers, will you?
I actually thought the collage was cool.
What was the bottle? What was the one bottle of wine sitting on the table there?
Like, what was
I don't
that
know.
about?
To me, I'm
What was it
watching
about?
Like, God bless him. I mean, God bless Giroux.
No,
1,000 games. It's all incredible. But I was like, wait a second. I'm seeing flowers being given to his wife and mother. I'm seeing little hockey sticks being given to his kids.
I mean,
and like one sole bottle of wine sitting on like a card table.
I know. They should have gotten him the Jelly of the Month Club at least.
I mean, a bottle of wine on
I don't know. I don't know what it
It just seemed awkward. I thought it was more awkward, though, and I know, Pat, you're friends with Charlie from the Athletic.
Yeah, he's all right.
He says the thing I keep coming back to today about Claude Giroux is that for an entire generation of hockey fans in Philly, basically anyone in their mid-20s, maybe up to their 30s, Giroux is Flyers hockey. This truly feels like the culmination of an era. And I know there are lots of miserable a-holes here who relish pointing out how dismal this era has been in comparisons to others in Flyers hockey, Flyers history. Fine, get your jokes and digs in. But Giroux is basically the one constant positive, the main reason to watch despite it all.
Wait, this is the guy that covers the team?
Yes. I thought it was...
You want me to text him?
No, I just thought it was...
Want me to rip him for it?
No, I just think that was very sophomoric.
I don't know where the impartiality
there's no impartiality there.
No, there's not.
You're covering a team. And this is where, Bob, you always say that John hates the media. I don't... It's that to me is absolutely way out of bounds. First of all, you're calling the people who follow the team and the people who are passionate about the team, they're a-holes.
Yeah.
For one thing, that's completely unacceptable.
I disagree. We basically said the same thing yesterday, or the day before.
That the fans are a-holes?
Let me finish. The fans that sit there and constantly point out all the things that Claude Giroux didn't do and how he sucked and how he needed to go. We all pointed out, like, those fans suck. So, whatever.
Okay, that's like your personal opinion. That's fine.
Right.
I totally hear
He's covering the team.
You cover the team. Your job is not to call
his number and
fans
you can call
a-holes.
yourself.
No, it's
I don't know what you want from me.
Well, I don't know. You're the one defending it.
I'm defending it because I don't have a problem with it.
Okay,
and I don't
that's
think
fine.
a lot of fans would, but I think
it's not.
But I think the older I think this is a younger versus older generation. I can see you guys getting like upset about it, and I think me and other people go, whatever.
So journalism has changed, Bob, is what Pat's telling
in Pat's
is that
eyes, and
how
I
you
guess
how
it's
you do
Charlie's
it.
guys'
Journalism
eyes,
has changed. I do not believe, unlike Pat, I don't believe journalism has changed. And I think that there are people out there who are passionate about Flyers hockey who, yes, they feel miserable about this team. And they do point to the fact that this team doesn't live up to earlier generations of Flyers hockey, that they think the product has fallen into a toilet. And I absolutely think they are correct. They're correct. They're not miserable a-holes because they point out the fact that it's a disgrace where the product has fallen to. That doesn't make you a miserable a-hole.
No, if I was a journalist still, I would leave it. Yeah, I would even leave out what you said, that they are correct. That's not my job, isn't to force opinion of whether they're a-holes or whether they're correct.
Correct.
I will point out that this has been the worst time of Flyers hockey. It just so happens to overlay of one of the greatest performers of this hockey team ever. Those are your facts. Those are your presentable. If you want to write an opinion, you can have your opinion. What other people's opinions are doesn't, as a journalist, you don't call them a-holes, nor do you call them correct.
I can't imagine. It's not a columnist, even a columnist, calling fans who are disgruntled a-holes. It just is. It's not, and it might be cool in 2022 to think it's inappropriate. It's not right. It's just
I do think journalism has changed, though. I'm not just that kind of stuck with me when you said I don't think journalism's changed. I think it's changed a lot, to be honest. Maybe Bob can shoot me down here, but I think just social media's influence and aspect into the job now has changed it a lot.
Yeah, I just think you have to be careful of what's journalism and what's not.
That's opinion.
Like that, his tweet I would have read as his kind of opinion. Like, to me, when I read, a younger person's tweets, whether it's Sixers, Flyers, Eagles, Phillies, whatever, I go, all right, is this kind of, and this might be wrong on my part, is this their personal opinion or is this their job? Because I think the line is blurred for a lot of people.
Well, you know what they mostly do? If a journalist does that, a journalist will, I would think, would say, this feed is not part of my...
Yeah, and that's where I guess it gets tricky. Do you have to preface this with this is my opinion away from my job?
A lot of people put it right on their bio that they have to do that.
Opinions are my own.
This has nothing to do with the Athletic or the Inquirer or whatever.
Like, if I saw Charlie's tweet on my timeline, I'd go, okay, that's Charlie's opinion, not his job.
The one thing
you know what I mean?
Too,
and it's blurred.
If people who are passionate about Flyers hockey are disgruntled about this and are constantly
They're absolutely justified.
They're absolutely justified. It doesn't make them a-holes.
No.
And it doesn't make them miserable a-holes.
I mean, I think most Flyers fans are pretty miserable right now.
Yes.
Yeah. My dad always said something to me growing up, and he says, I might be hard on you, but you know exactly where the line is. So there's no misunderstanding. You know what you can do and what you can't do. And in Charlie's defense and what Pat is talking about here, I don't think there's a definitive line anymore of what journalism is.
There isn't.
Back in the day,
that's kind of my
seriously,
point.
if I was, like, say I was covering the Sixers now and I put out a tweet like that, my bosses would have me in the office immediately, but I knew what the line was. So yes, and clearly journalism has changed, and it was different back in the day. But it's not. Yeah, it's not definitively defined right now.
By the way, who's reading the Athletics Flyers coverage? People who are extremely passionate about it, because it's a very small portion of the Phillies fan base that is extremely fanatically worried about Flyers hockey anymore. It's a fanatical portion of the fan base of this town.
But if I'm Charlie's boss, hear me out for a second, because this is where I think journalism has changed a lot. If I'm Charlie's boss, I might be like, hey, this tweet, it's got a lot of attention. It's got a lot of action under the thread. I think he kind of towed the line there of being inappropriate, but it's got a lot of eyes on you and the Athletic, and maybe people clicked your story. So if I'm his boss, whereas Bob would have gotten reamed out 15, 20 years ago, if I'm his boss today, I might go, well, we got 275 more reads than we normally do on your posts. So
call people miserable a-holes more often.
I'm not saying to encourage it, but you get engagement for standing out with a tweet like that.
I remember when guys who covered teams weren't fans. I remember when they took the job as I'm just to be objective.
Well, Charlie's a digital company, right? Like, he's trying to get eyes on it. If he comes out with a hard opinion like that, maybe it gets eyes on it. I mean, it's a digital media world now. It's not a print world per se anymore.
How's that business model working?
I mean, the Athletic just got sold for the New York Times for $450 million or something.
Yeah, for the owners, it's working great.
No, it really isn't, though. If you look at the
it just sold for how much money?
It did. They're hoping that
they put
can,
a ton out.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they did. But
hey, put your tray tables up, turn vacation mode on, and fly away to where you belong. The beach. Myrtle Beach is 60 miles where you can let your best self shine. Start planning at visitmyrtlebeach.com. In the linchpin, there's a lot of talk around the Eagles draft, and Jamie has some thoughts on what he's hearing.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, it's funny. You kind of alluded to it this morning without getting into it, but this crossed my mind yesterday. This draft is so unpredictable. The common talk is, well, they're gonna trade a pick back to next year so they have quarterback ammo for the quarterback draft class of next year. What if they're viewing it I'm sure they have all options presented and laid out in front of them.
Okay.
Some of these guys could slip. Like a Sauce Gardner. We're talking about that 8-9 range. I don't really think they would go anywhere kind of above that. I think 7's maybe the highest they would go. If a Sauce Gardner or a Kayvon Thibodeau or one of the Jordan Davis, if one of these guys is there at 8-9, I'm starting to think they might really just go get them.
I hope they do.
I mean, Thibodeau.
I don't know about a corner, though.
Yeah, I mean, it would depend on how high Gardner is up there. They'd have to feel supremely confident. It's probably more a Thibodeau or a Jordan Davis or one. Like, Thibodeau is a guy that was projected to be the number one pick preseason, all season.
Yeah. Now they're saying back end of the top 10?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he's dropping.
Yeah, and, like, to me, that's just a classic, like, overreaction. And the Eagles might be like, yes, please keep overreacting. Maybe they move up.
Did you just do your fingers like a villain in a Bond movie?
Keep overreacting. I don't know. Maybe the plan is to move up because they might be able to get a top guy at a position they value the most. D tackle, D end. They're pretty set at offensive line. Maybe cornerbacks up there for them. I don't know. You could be looking at a move up, not a move back.
2nd and 5th gets you into as high as 7 historically from 15. If you're talking about the 15th pick.
There's a lot of movement in the NFL.
I'd be totally into it. And then you could trade back on the 19th pick and maybe pick up a second from somebody else.
Yeah, I think Howie's going to be really active. And then you still have an Andre Dillard, who I don't think is going to be here next year. Not saying he really...
Gets you a third-day pick, right?
Well, he's a sweetener in a deal, potentially. You know, if you want to move back and give Andre Dillard, maybe you can get a little higher in return. Whatever it is, I think they're going to be really active. And I wouldn't rule out a move up. I really wouldn't.
I'm hoping we're not ruling it out.
Yeah, the more I was thinking about it yesterday, I was like, if Jordan Davis is there at 8 or 9 or Thibodeau, they might just go get him, and that would be pretty cool.
What if the move up happens earlier? Like, what if, like last year, the Eagles traded back? Now, what if they traded up earlier, and got into the top 10?
This is what I love so much, not only about this draft altogether, but the Eagles side up. They can do anything. They can do anything. You can move up into the top 10 because you have the assets to do so. You can move back next year. You could trade some of your number 1 picks this year. There's so many different things they can do in so many different positions that they can target of doing such things. So, yeah, James, I had never ruled out them moving up, but you bringing it to light makes me think of it even more.
It's funny. Everybody's just like, oh, yeah, and me too. I do this too. I'm like, yeah, they'll just trade one to next year. What if they see a generational talent there that's obtainable at 9-10? Like, they're going to go get that guy.
And it's not hard for them to do.
No. And
you give the 15th and you give a second, and you're boom.
Howie's historically very aggressive. And he's got 3 picks, and we're maybe not giving him enough credit for being aggressive here.
I love this. I love this idea. And it was suggested to me the other day, what if Howie didn't pick at 15, 16, or 19?
Yeah, that would be wild.
Because of moving around. Then he decides to move. He takes the 15th pick, he moves up to 8 or 9. He takes the 16th pick and he trades back. He takes the 19th pick and he moves up. Like, I mean, we could have this be what we prepare for is going to be completely different. And that's why Pat cannot be drunk on draft day.
The unpredictability of the top 10 too adds to all that.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden you're sitting there at 11 and some guy you thought was going to be gone at 4 is on the board and you're going, oh my God, we got to go get him. We got to get him.
Pat, that's why Coach is coming on the trip. So you do not over imbibe on your Shirley Temples.
So this guy's coming on the trip because of me?
Yeah, because we have to watch you.
You're going to put that on me?
We have to watch you and the drinking.
You're not putting this on me.
You were the reason we couldn't drink yesterday.
No, don't put that burden and black cloud on me.
The grenadine is going to be flowing early that day. 3 a.m, Pat will be pounding grenadine.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get your nap in before the draft.
I'll be fine. I'll get my 7 hours in.
Remember, first pick will come at around 5:15. See, that's going to be pretty cool. It'll be 5:15 out there. Now, I got, from what I'm being told, there is potentially, too, where all the picks will come from a festive area near the stadium because of some issues. So, interesting where the setup will be.
I was really hoping for the draft prospect to fall in the pool.
I would have loved that, too.
That would have been great.
There you go.
Nobody gets hurt. They just fall in and get wet.
I love the idea of the moving around. Bob, you saw a stat yesterday. You said it knocked you off your bar stool. You see
in my kitchen.
Oh, I was going to say, at the Irish Horn, you did not seem inebriated.
No, we did not get inebriated. We had a great time yesterday at the Irish Horn.
What a great time.
Great spot.
Yeah,
thanks, Bud Light. Thanks, Irish Horn.
Yeah, it was so much fun there. But no, I went home yesterday, and I was sitting at my kitchen counter on my bar stool, and I saw this stat as I was looking up some Sixers stuff. Now, hear me out here. DeAndre Jordan when he is on the floor with James Harden. Now, remember what Doc Rivers wants to do. When he has either Harden or Embiid out, he wants the other one usually to be on the floor because he wants to stagger those guys. When DeAndre Jordan is on the floor with James Harden, the Sixers are being outscored by 22.7 points per 100 possessions.
That's impossible.
Now, the reason they do per 100 possessions is because that's about how many an NBA team gets a game. So they do a lot of their stats per 100 possessions. Now, look, it's a small sample size because DeAndre Jordan's only going to get you 9 to 11 minutes a night, probably come towards the end of the season. And in playoffs, it might be a little bit less than that. But
it backs up my eye, though.
That's incredible.
Right? I was like, wait a second. What?
Yeah.
22.7 per 100?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
But
is
it's
it the
pretty
small
bad.
sample size?
No,
I
it
mean-
backs up your eye.
It
does.
Like, look, when he's on the floor, you're taking a major hit. And we've talked about Doc Rivers. I don't like what he's doing, and he's losing these leads. And I had a long conversation with a couple of our friends yesterday that were out with us that are basketball guys. One played professionally for many years. And he's like, nah, I can't put that on the coach either. These are professionals. They need to be kicked in the ass to say, hey, you got a 19-point lead. Don't lose it. And you're seeing sloppy play. But this lends more to it. Yeah, you go to your, and we talked about bench. You go to your bench and you're losing a game. Essentially, when you put DeAndre Jordan in a game, you're going to lose that game by 22 points.
So is Bassey or Paul, like, I'm not saying that these
There might have to be something else,
they
right,
might by
James?
default be better.
Well, DeAndre Jordan, look, listen to Doc Rivers talk about him. He throws bouquets like the Flyers do at Claude Giroux's mother-in-law.
This
on
is Brett Brown with Amir Johnson all over again. It's a comfortability thing where they're convincing themselves because these guys are vets and been through the battles that they're a plus for the team. When in reality, Charles Bassey or Paul Reed might give you less suckiness.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you're going to have to look at something in these last 14 games because that is telling. And look, he's also on the floor, not just with James Harden. A lot of times it's probably Shake Milton and Furkan Korkmaz and the crappiness that has become the Sixers bench. But wow, that is stunning. It's basically when Joel Embiid's not in the game, you're losing a game by 22 points.
We're going to talk a little bit more about the Sixers and what you can expect. And more importantly, Jamie said something there that plays perfectly into my 7 o'clock talk there. What your eyes are seeing with the Sixers. And we're going to get to that next. And remember, today's show is being presented by the AACR, the American Association for Cancer Research. Help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that benefit cancer patients and their families. Make a donation to life-saving cancer research today at aacr.org/fanatic. If you want to make it $9.75, you want to make it more, you want to make it less, whatever you can do, it's appreciated today. On the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. That's one of the reasons that we've been telling you about the American Association for Cancer Research. As a two-time cancer survivor, I'll tell you this. It's generosity from people like you that have given people like me their lives back because you have donated to the researchers, the doctors, the researchers. Do you know the AACR has more than 50,000 researchers worldwide that they help fund, that help drive the process to give almost 17 million Americans like me the right to call ourselves survivors? The AACR does great work. It's a streamlined organization helping support the research, the breakthroughs. You can help discover that next breakthrough or treatment because it may be benefiting you or your family. When you donate to the AACR, you're supporting and making a difference in a tangible way. Why don't you donate online right now today? Please do it today. aacr.org/fanatic. Whatever you can give, aacr.org/fanatic, because cancer research saves lives.
The John Kincade Show.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Start your bracket with a bang. Hey, it's Jen Scordo. FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, is giving new customers a $150 instant bonus guarantee. That's right. You'll get $150 in bonus site credit. All you have to do is place your first bet of $5 or more. How you bet the bracket is totally up to you. You can choose from the money line, totals, prop bets, and so much more. You never know who's going to make it or break it this time of year. Can Nova hang on? They started the season a little slow, but they've been on a roll. Can Gonzaga hang in there until the end? and what underdog is going to make it the furthest. It is the most wonderful time of the year. Which team would you take a chance on to turn your site credit into cash? Plus, with Cash Out, the ball's in your court. You can close out your bet whenever you want before the game is over. Join FanDuel today with promo code SCORDO. Then you can place your $5 bet to score $150 in bonus site credit. That's promo code SCORDO.
21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Breakfast is sizzling at Wawa with 2 for $5 Sizzlies in all your favorite varieties, including the return of the sweet and savory waffle Sizzly. For a double delicious breakfast on the go, choose any 2 varieties, including sausage, egg, and cheese on a toasted waffle, bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, the Sizzly burrito, and more. Stop by Wawa and grab any 2 Sizzlies for $5. Available 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Limited time only. Gotta have a Wawa. Wawa has bold new salads. For dinner, the cheeseburger salad. All of your favorite cheeseburger flavors, beef, cheese, cherry tomatoes, and pickles on a bed of crisp romaine. And the grilled chicken Caesar pasta salad. A classic Caesar salad kicked up a notch with grilled chicken and penne pasta. 2 salads fresh enough to call salad and bold enough to call dinner. Did we just reinvent dinner or redefine salad? Try the new dinner salads, made fresh at Wawa.
It's Tango Day, everybody. Follow after me and step and back and slide and dip. That's tango.
Why is Ice-T leading our tango class?
It's probably the heart-shaped Honey Nut Cheerios. He found out they can help lower cholesterol. Now he's having fun taking care of his heart in all sorts of new ways.
Let's see those hips move, people.
Hurry and get your heart-shaped Cheerios. They're only here for a limited time.
Hey, it's Deion Sanders. They call me Coach Prime now. You already know Walmart is your one-stop shop for all those game day essentials. Now, Walmart and Gillette Labs are teaming up to take your game day to the next level. You got to swing by the shave aisle to snag the new Gillette Labs razor and get that W, man.
The new Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar for a shave as quick and easy as washing your face.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless. Now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
At Wendy's, March is madness. With our breakfast Baconator. Sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant. Both made with fresh cracked eggs. Or even a honey butter chicken biscuit. And we're just getting warmed up. Get 50% off the official breakfast of March Madness when you order through the Wendy's app. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
For a limited time at participating Wendy's via app offer only. Account registration required. No discount applies to taxes or fees. Not valid with any other offer.
Welcome to Allstate, where we bring it all together. And bundling your home and auto is good, right? And it saves you up to 25%. It all comes together. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Bundled savings discounts will vary by state. Saving up to 25% is a countrywide average of savings off the home policy. Combining the multiple policy discount for having auto insurance with Allstate and the welcome discount savings at enrollment.
O'Reilly. If your vehicle squeals or grinds when you slow down or just isn't stopping like it used to, you may need new brake rotors and pads. Now through May 24th at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore safe braking and save money now at O'Reilly Auto Parts or order online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hey, it's Mike Missinelli here for Landis Block and Concrete. There is nothing like having a beautiful backyard.
Think of many things you can do with it. You can sit outside on a nice little patio, have a nice glass of wine, have a few friends over to cook on your Landis Block outdoor kitchen. Turn your backyard into a personal paradise with Landis Block. They're the resource center for all outdoor living. All you need is imagination, space, and a budget. Check out the photo gallery at landisbc.com. That's landisbc.com for Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
College basketball fans, you enjoyed that day one. That was a lot of action, and there's a lot of action on the court with the biggest tournament of the year with DraftKings Sportsbook. Turn your team's victory into your own big win. New customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. It's that simple. If they win, you win. And make sure you look out for the promos. There was basically a free $50 out there on Gonzaga.
That's awful.
Gonzaga. DraftKings Sportsbook customers can also bet on college hoops with same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want to. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use that code FANATIC. Bet $5 on any college hoops team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. That's code FANATIC. This week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Restrictions apply. In partnership with the Hollywood Casino at the Meadows. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the radio show I always wanted to host here in Philly. Question is whether it's the one you've always wanted to listen to.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
7 a.m. hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by my sportsbook app of choice. It's the new Parks app. It is absolutely awesome. If you haven't seen it yet, you're going to want to download it. BetParks.com, Pennsylvania and New Jersey. You're now in the Parks family. Go check it out. BetParks.com. Find out a little bit more about it. Use the promo code Kincade.
I need a little tally bell every time you do it.
Second time today.
Mark it up.
Ding. Of not doing it.
I feel naked today.
Why? I love your Phillies ensemble.
Glad you're not.
By the way, your Phillies ensemble, first of all, I love the Phillies sweatshirt. Love it.
Yeah, it's a thin sweatshirt. That's why we're taking it. It's going to get warm throughout the day here. So
good cap. Love the cap.
Yeah, but I forgot my notebook. I took my notebook out last night. I was sitting on the bar stool at the kitchen table.
What happened at this bar stool?
That's where I go to do my work. It's okay. Seriously, like I walk from the living room to the bar stool is like 5 feet. So I just sit out there and I do my stuff.
Sit at the,
so we have an island. Yeah, it's an island that has bar seats. So yeah, I do. I like to grab my stuff, get up there, and look stuff up. So I was writing notes. And then today I go to grab my bag out of the car, and I'm like, oh, my bag feels light. I said, no, please tell me I didn't leave it on the island, and I did.
You did.
And you know how many times a day I write stuff down, and I have notebooks full of stuff, thoughts, and I don't have it, so I'm naked today.
I hope Cooney's column isn't in it, because that's 38 minutes away. Oh, that would be, now he's scared.
If you don't hear me during this segment, you'll know why.
Now he's scared. Get it. By the way, today is a takeover by the American Association for Cancer Research. We're trying to generate funds today to help benefit cancer patients and their families, and we welcome the AACR back as the official charity sponsor of the John Kincade Show. Make a donation to life-saving cancer research today at aacr.org/fanatic. We ask you every day, just trying to welcome them back and get people involved. So any amount you can give.
Our buddy Vince Pellegrini made a donation.
There you go, Vince.
This is proof that you can do more.
Good job,
he donated $97.50.
Nice. Thank you, Vince.
I did the 97.5 thing. It's very good.
I got to give a Twitter shout-out. Nigel Tufnell, Miss Janet Snakehold, Jay Gleck, Ryan Sweet, Jeff Crawley, our buddy.
That's awesome.
Beers and Birds, Jimmy Hurst. You guys are all awesome, all donating. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I think I've seen Beers and Birds probably on my timeline.
Yeah.
Excellent job. Thank you so much, guys. And and ladies. And anything you can give, any donation you can give today, go 97.5 aacr.org/fanatic to do that. It's weird that Jamie brought up something in the last segment, and it comes into what I'm going to talk about here. It's not nitpicking to believe that you should see better. When someone raises the bar of expectation and shows you what they're truly capable of, if they slip back into past habits, you notice it. And honestly, at that point, those behaviors should sort of become unacceptable because you know they can do better. Flat out, if we're just talking about eyes, I've seen a little bit of a different Joel Embiid since James Harden has arrived. The stats tell me he's doing great. But I'm seeing a little bit of lethargy. And I wonder if anyone else's eyes are seeing it too. And another thing that I watch for, and it's strange, and it is someone's going to tell me it's nitpicky, is the hands on the knees thing. The bent over, hands on the knees thing from Joel Embiid, which I hadn't seen, and I kept saying, he doesn't do it anymore. He's not doing it anymore. He's doing it again. Is he tired from carrying the team before James Harden got here? And that could be it. Maybe he's so exhausted because of all the carrying of the team that he had to do before Harden got here. But I've seen a sloppier style of play since James Harden's gotten here. And maybe that's a lack of familiarity between teammates. Odd turnovers, falling down in the open court, by the way, twice in like 3 games. I know it's blasphemy to question anything about Joel Embiid. And I know Anthony's one of those people who said, people are nitpicking. They're nitpicking. Look, he's the leading MVP candidate. And if you ever forget that, just ask him. He'll tell you. But there's one thing that I prefer in my friendships, in my work relationships, and anything more than anything, and it's consistency. I love knowing what to expect of people. And not all numbers define the same performance. And I wonder, Bob, I trust your basketball eye as much as I trust anybody's I talk to on a daily basis. Have you seen any of that, or are my eyes telling me things where you believe I'm being nitpicky?
No, I'm all about being nitpicky. You're always striving for perfection, but you're never going to reach it.
Correct.
So there's nothing with trying to get there. And I understand the ups and downs that come with that. No, Joel Embiid, look, we're watching from the outside in. Keith Pompey, who covers the Sixers and has been with them since training camp, wrote a story just 2 days ago talking about how tired Joel Embiid is right now. And Joel Embiid being quoted saying he's got to somehow push through these last 15 games because the team needs him and stuff like that. Here's a guy that is playing at a rate that he's never played before. He's missed 1 game, I believe, 1 or 2 games over, say, the last 30-plus. Missing 9 games at the beginning of the season because of COVID, but really hasn't missed anything since then. And he's playing 34 minutes a game. So, yeah, is he tired? Absolutely. Are you seeing it? Yeah, John, I think you are. But we're also seeing this, and I'm convinced of this. We're seeing James Harden playing the game in a different way because he's trying to figure out teammates. And it's in a way where I'm not going to run and speed through things. I'm going to take my time through things and figure it out first, because it's almost learning to walk before you run. He's learning where guys are going to be in a slow manner, and he's going to quicken it up as the playoffs come and all of that stuff. So it's a weird dynamic. Embiid, yes, is tired. And Harden has come in here, and he's playing at a different speed, slowing it down a little bit to kind of take a look. And maybe at 33 or 32, whatever he is, that's the way he plays now. But things are slowed down in a different way. So it does look strange. I think your eye is totally correct. And I do think there is a tinge of tiredness on Embiid's part. Yes.
You seeing it, Jamie?
Yeah, he's 8 games away from his career most ever played. He's going to eclipse most games played in his career. He's up at a career, just shy of his career high in minutes per game. But you add on a couple extra games to that, it's the longest season he's ever played. And that's a good thing because we've wanted him to play. But now I think you're dealing with Bob's seen it, the wall at the end of the year. I think they get a resurgence for the playoffs, whether that's just because, more is on the line and you stop lying. You start lying to your body that you're not as tired as because it's the playoffs and you're up for it. But I think he's hit a wall at the end of the year physically. Not saying he can't get back. I think he'll be fine, but I think he's definitely a little beat up by the season at this point.
Pat, what concerns me is we're talking about 14 games left in the season. If Joel Embiid is so tired now, why is he miraculously not going to be tired? Now, he is going to get a 6-day break at the end of the season because of that Fugazi 7-10 tournament that they play.
It's great.
He gets 6 days off, which will help. But I mean, why do we think there's a miracle elixir that when the playoffs come, he's going to be the fresh as a daisy, Joel Embiid?
I don't. When you were in hanging out with Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and all them in Disney, I actually had a topic of this. I'm kind of concerned that come second and third round that he's going to be exhausted because he's never played this many games before. And I think the most he's ever played was 71, I want to say. He's at 56 now. 14 games
64
remaining.
is his high.
No, well, that's regular season. I'm including playoffs. I think the most he's played was 71. You figure, 14 games left. He's probably going to play at least 8 of them. So now you're at 64. And then if they go in the second round, it's kind of trending towards him kind of getting blamed when he's never had this workload before. I don't think it really has to do with the James Harden thing. I really do think it's just like he's hit the wall.
I will say they seem to have coincided.
But even then, he's playing at an unbelievable
Yeah,
rate.
this is him tired.
We are nitpicking.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's okay. But I will say this, another little ray of sunshine here. Everybody's tired. So as much as we'll talk about Joel Embiid going to play, he's not going to be as spry as maybe you want him or as they say he's going to be. Well, guess what? A Giannis Antetokounmpo, a Kevin Durant, all of these guys are tired. It's just the gruel of the year.
Unfortunately, maybe not Durant since he was off about 3 months.
There you go.
Furkan Korkmaz ain't tired. He's ready to go.
Oh, hey, Jeff in D.C. joins us on The Fanatic. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, gentlemen. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Bob, when you said that Durant is not tired, neither is Kyrie Irving because he's only played half the game, and neither is Ben Simmons. So I want no parts of Brooklyn in the first round. But I'm calling today to fall on my sword. I'm taking full responsibility for the team's recent struggles because I haven't been a good fan. I haven't been watching as much as I need to. But the good news is my James Harden jerseys finally came in.
Yeah, my daughter's came the other day. She got it, I think, on Monday or Tuesday.
Finally, right?
Yes, finally.
Yeah, ridiculous. So, and I'm going to be in the house tonight at the Wells Fargo Center. So Sixers will get off the schneid starting tonight. And because I am going to be watching with my jerseys, everything's going to be great. No need to worry anything at all. So
be careful.
All good.
Be careful, Jeff. And please, let's bring the good luck tonight. Let's bring it. Sixers and the Mavs tonight.
So it's all on Jeff.
Yeah, Mavs knocked off the Nets the other night.
Beautiful.
Dimwitty with the big shot to crush the
That was a good game. Yeah, I mean, after the Sixers was over, I watched that. It was a good finish over there.
Hey, college and pro hoops are heating up, so grab your friends and watch the game Saturday at PJ's. You're going to get $3 16-ounce drafts. Sunday at PJ's, you get the $3.50 22-ounce drafts. Combined with PJ's famous wings and burgers, nothing better. Check it out, your local PJ Wellahans. And PJ's would like to tell you that please, if your bacon is being brought in, do not bring it in raw. They will not cook it for you if you want to wrap your wings.
It's a nice appetizer.
In the bacon.
Jealousy. It's just not a wing of the month.
Bobby Apps. Okay. It's a good thing you guys wore green yesterday.
Bobby Tapas.
The ugly color of jealousy.
In Cooney's Corner, this man got an extension. Now what?
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
I just thought it funny. Yesterday, we're at the Irish Horn, and John, you broke it on air. It came over, came over while we were on air, and you said that Howie had gotten a 3-year extension. And so we talked. Was it yesterday or the day before?
It was yesterday, and I think Jamie found it first on that one.
So
I don't know who broke it.
Were we surprised? No. We all said, okay. We were all right with it and all. And then it comes out yesterday that he was cutting Fletcher Cox, releasing Fletcher Cox and saving money because $18 million would have been guaranteed at 4 o'clock. So they got rid of him before that, and they can save money here and there, and blah, blah, blah. It's a business move and all. So I thought, wow, the guy's kind of ballsy. He gets a contract extension, and the first thing he does is he makes a cut on one of the franchise's all-time greats. Okay. But then I started thinking about it. What will we remember Howie Roseman most for? Like we talked about his highs, tremendous lows. He falls somewhere in between, does some things really good, does some things not so well. But if you think of Howie Roseman right now, what is the one move that you would label on him? Boom.
So you're talking about one deal?
Absolutely. Because I don't want guys that, I just think of him as a great cap guy. That's too general. I need specifics. One move that defines Howie Roseman to you.
The Wentz trade.
Yeah, the Wentz trade's up there.
So, would that be a bad thing?
No, it's a great thing. I think both Wentz trades, the trade up to get him, and then what they got for Wentz in return. I think both of those trades around Carson Wentz.
Okay, so go to the second one.
Those two deals are spectacular.
Okay,
trading
Sam Bradford.
Oh my gosh! In retrospect, that's another one
for a first.
Sam Bradford getting a first-round pick because you waited.
Getting rid of Byron Maxwell and his money was a good one to me.
Was Kiko in that deal?
Kiko and Byron to the Miami.
Pretty great deal.
Does he get credit? I guess probably not for Jason Peters, right?
No, he can't get credit. No, he can't get credit.
It was the blurred line, end of Andy, end of Joe, beginning of Howie. I mean, he's had a lot of good. I mean, the Brandon Brooks signing is a great one. Unfortunately, his last 3 years kind of got marred, but that looked like it was, one of his best all-time signings. I thought getting Alshon here for 1 year on the Super Bowl team, because they didn't have a lot of money that year. I think they only had like $10 million available, and to get the top free agent on the market, with the lower AAV and then, higher guaranteed money and bonuses and whatnot was a great move. You don't win a Super Bowl without Alshon.
Right.
We're just
Pat,
talking
you
good
have one?
moves? You were just talking good moves?
No,
we're talking
the whole point of this is what move do you define on Howie Roseman?
Because you guys have mentioned pretty much all of them that immediately come to mind. The Carson Wentz one is probably it, because when you have time to look back on it, a lot of us thought that Carson would rebound in Indy, and he clearly did not. He didn't have a bad year, but they shipped him out, and the Athletic piece said they couldn't wait to get rid of him. So that has got to be up there. I can't get over the failed draft, though. I mean,
are you going to remember one?
Well, that's the thing. Like, they've all been taken. So I mean, I don't want to steal someone's thunder.
Well, no, you just say what move. Like, if you think of Howie Roseman, it's Carson. Okay,
it's the Carson Wentz. It's the Carson Wentz trade. Yeah,
because the reason I brought this up because it was funny. We were all okay. We're all okay with him signing a 3-year contract. And Jamie put it great yesterday. He said, and this time last year, I wanted him fired. Yeah. That's what Jamie was saying. So this time last year, I wonder if I asked the same question, and not that he did so many great things between last year and this year at this time. If I were to ask you the same question last year, it probably would have been a negative move that he made that you would have labeled him.
Actually, one that didn't get mentioned that deserves it. It's probably going to be not only his best draft pick of all time, but potentially one of the greats. It's Jordan Mailata for a 7th rounder. If he becomes what a lot of people project him to be, I mean, that's one of the all-time draft picks. You don't really turn 7th rounders into all-pro perennial type players very often, if ever.
I give that credit to Stoutland than
Howie.
Howie.
Whoever. I mean, that falls under Howie. Stoutland
because if
developed
he was that good, why'd you draft him in the 7th round?
Because you didn't have to take him earlier. Nobody else was looking at him.
No, what I'm saying, that's why I give it to Stoutland.
Yeah, but it falls under Howie's move.
Howie's has to okay it.
I would say. You know what I mean? It's hard to take it away from him.
Picks or 7th round picks.
I still, if I'm giving credit, though,
I'm giving it to Stoutland.
Yeah, but it falls under Howie's umbrella.
Yeah, if Howie's getting credit for developing Jordan Mailata.
Not developing, but he had to select him.
The wherewithal to take him.
Yeah.
He took him. They go hand in hand, right? I mean, Stoutland was standing on the table for Mailata. It's round 7. And how he gave in, but Jamie's right. Like there've been other situations where in the 7th round, like La'el Collins is a prime example. That guy had 1st round talent. He drops in the draft because of a ridiculous story that comes out.
Right.
And in the 7th round, they could have had him, and they didn't. They tried to sign him as a free agent, and they failed. So Jamie's right in a way.
It's just interesting, the dynamic, because the reason I came up with it was because when Jamie said yesterday on air, this time last year, we probably wanted Howie fired. And it just rang a bell in my head yesterday. Like, this has something here, because now he's signing the extension and we're all okay with it. So what label do you put on him? This time last year it would have been a whole bunch different, probably. Probably a whole lot different.
October, November, I wanted him fired.
Yeah.
Like, screw this time last year, because that makes it sound like around, June I was fine. No, I was still hurting from Howie and the failed drafts and
it's crazy
and whatnot.
I'm glad I didn't pass. I mean, to me, I don't know. I've always been painted by my friends have always painted me as a Howie defender. I just say I look at the whole body of work and say there are so many worse jobs being done around the NFL, and the fact that I've been told over and over again, if this guy's unemployed, he is picked up in a second. And so I always say people who are bright You know, they know who these guys are. They know who the guys are.
I don't put a lot of stock into that, though. Not in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah, after Rob Ryan got a job constantly, time and time again, I didn't put a lot of stock into
general managers, though, it's not that. But general managers is not that way.
But remember what was said. He would have a job in a second. It wasn't.
No, he'd have a GM. No, he'd have a GM.
I think he would.
Yeah.
But you know, if we're being hypersensitive of the wording, he'd have a job in a second, and I believe he would. But yeah, in the NFL, they just regurgitate everybody.
Michael tweets in, my move for Howie would be trading for Ajayi in 2017 and getting Blunt to solidify that running back rotation.
Okay, that was a great.
We were on air that day, remember? And they got Ajayi, and we started screaming, saying, "Oh my God, this team could go to the Super Bowl." He was one of the better running backs in the league. He had 200-run rushing games earlier that season. So. Yeah, he's done a lot of good, and he's done a lot of head-scratching things. That's why I always think he's an interesting topic of where do you stand now?
Did you guys even mention, I was listening to WOGL, but did you guys mention the trade with the Dolphins?
No.
I mentioned that.
Yeah, because that's got to be up there, too, with looking back on it, you know.
Everything around getting Carson Wentz and then unloading Carson Wentz, honestly.
He doesn't lose trades.
I mean, it's everything about getting him and unloading him was absolutely spectacular.
I mean, look, the Devontae Smith trade,
Yeah.
It's
unbelievable.
It was perfectly...
but then the Giants did a really good job.
The Giants did a good job.
They
did. They did
a really good job.
Yeah.
Because they ended up with a top 7 pick on that.
If Justin Fields is not paying out for Chicago, that is going to be an all-timer.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have to simplify the playbook a little bit. And I think that was the problem.
He shouldn't have started.
They shouldn't have. And that wasn't fair. And I kept saying that earlier in the year.
He'll be fine.
The people, he is not a quick study. He's not a quick study.
He'll be all right.
And so he's going to
call him dumb.
You don't. No, it's not a quick study.
He's got a whole year of NFL equity under his belt now.
They shouldn't have thrown him in.
That experience is invaluable, though. If you're you're going to make it or you're not. I don't think playing and getting beat up year one is really going to make or break you.
I didn't think that either until I talked to a former player that played with Washington, and I made fun of Patrick Ramsey, the Tulane first-round pick.
Yes.
And I was kind of making fun of him because he was a bust, and he goes, dude, no, he could have made all the throws. He should have sat his first year.
Yes,
and that mindset completely changed, because I used to have that mindset of like, yeah, well, you can either play or you can't.
So then when did Patrick Ramsey prove that he can play?
He never did, and the point was he was getting the crap beat out of him so much in year one that he wasn't ready.
Come on.
David Carr. People say David Carr.
That David Carr's career got ruined.
Yeah, because he just...
Or maybe he just wasn't it.
That's possible. It's
very
very possible.
If you're great, it comes out regardless of your surroundings.
There are some.
They're just hoping that Justin Fields can be good.
Would you take Fields over Hurts?
I would, just because I think his ceiling's potentially higher.
No question he has a higher ceiling.
Yeah.
There's not even a question. So, hey, accelerate scientific breakthroughs. Today, we're trying to help out the AACR, our official charity partner. Go to aacr.org/fanatic today. Please, if you can give $5, $10, maybe your lunch money today. If it's Lent and you're not having that big hamburger for lunch, maybe you're, giving it up today. Get on in aacr.org/fanatic. We appreciate it. All right, coming up on the show. There is more on Howie Roseman and more on what Howie Roseman's up to and more on the state of the NFL right now where there's some craziness going on, and it really isn't about player movement. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Your neighbors called me, and they asked me to give you this message. Your lawn looks atrocious. And every year you try to make your lawn look better. It's got weeds. It's got these bare spots. Why don't you choose Natural Lawn of America? Natural Lawn of America, my lawn care company, is going to take care of you. More naturally, quickly, fewer weeds since 1987. And we're talking about a locally owned and family-operated company right here in the Delaware Valley. And the best part about it is they're going to approach your lawn in its own individual way. They don't take the cookie-cutter approach. They certify the application to your lawn-specific need. That cuts back on pesticide use by 85%. That makes it safer for you, your family, your pets. So stop compromising. Take advantage of Natural Lawn's limited time offer, and it's an amazing one. You're going to get free seeding every year. Schedule Natural Lawn's full-service program. Get free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED, 800-FREESEED. Choose my lawn care company, Natural Lawn of America. You're going to get greener grass and fewer weeds. Guaranteed.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Today's John Kincade Show is being presented by the American Association for Cancer Research. You can help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that will benefit cancer patients and their families. Make a donation to life-saving cancer research today at aacr.org/fanatic.
Verizon knows you need internet speeds you can rely on at a price you can trust. Switch to Verizon Fios, the 100% fiber optic network with upload speeds up to 25 times faster than cable and internet plans with no surprises. Enjoy gaming with ultra-low lag, streaming your favorite shows and movies, and video chatting to stay connected with your friends and family. All with no hidden fees and no expiring promo prices. Plans start at just $39.99 per month with AutoPay. That's right. Faster speed and reliability costs less than you think. No surprises, no caveats, just the 100% fiber optic network and 100% price transparency. That's Verizon Fios. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. February 23rd, 2022 speed claim based on Fios gigabit connection max upload speeds of 880 megabits per second versus 35 megabits per second advertised upload speeds for Xfinity Gigabit, Spectrum Internet Gig, and Optimum 1 Gig plans. $15 per month router charge, $99 setup fee, and terms may apply.
Welcome back to Tourney Talk. We're live with this week's big performer who's on fire. What's your secret, Johnson?
It's all about the long game, Bob. I bet and get rewards all tournament long with Unibet's and one special. It really adds up.
There you have it. Bet the tournament with Unibet and earn up to $100 free. Sign up to get $500 risk-free. Download the Unibet Pennsylvania app or visit pa.unibet.com. Unibet, crazy about the odds.
Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to Allstate, where saving on your auto insurance is kind of like a joyride. You, your car, and an open road. Maybe your best friend, too. The music is chill, and so is the traffic. You and your friend both look over at each other, and then he puts his head back out the window. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
Hey, it's Jamie Lynch. Everyone I talk to these days who needs a new car asks me about one thing: inventory. Do they have cars? So I'm glad to tell you that my dealership, North Penn Mazda, has cars. They have inventory arriving weekly, so you have the opportunity to meet your vehicle needs. When we got our car, it was the easiest car buying experience of my life. I was texting and emailing with my sales guy. He made things so incredibly easy. If you're looking for your next car, go see the folks at North Penn Mazda in their beautiful, new, state-of-the-art showroom just off Route 309 in Colmar. If you're in the market for a vehicle, you should know that North Penn Mazda has inventory arriving weekly. That's right, weekly. And they're offering top dollar for your trade. Great inventory and selection in a beautiful new space. Visit North Penn Mazda on Route 309 in Colmar, minutes from the Turnpike, or anytime at northpennmazda.com. That's northpennmazda.com. North Penn Mazda, the right experience, the right choice.
I need 4 more of the biscuit carnitas, 2 burnt end platters, 3...
The kitchen at Kai's Barbecue is firing on all cylinders.
Greg, help me bring these to the pickup counter.
He needs food runners who can hit the ground quickly.
86 on the chicken and we're short-staffed. Let's pick it up.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone, America's #1 brakes destination. Right now, save 15% when you get any 2 Duralast rotors with a set of Duralast brake pads. It's also AutoZone's national hiring event. We're hiring all positions, from sales to warehouse and drivers, both part-time and full-time. Visit careers.autozone.com or any one of our stores.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless. Now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Have you been searching for a career path but can't seem to find one that's right for you? Waste Management is a terrific company with unbelievable career opportunities. As a tech or a driver for WM, you'll make a nice base salary, $7,500 sign-on bonus. And get this, Waste Management will pay for your tuition so you can get a degree on the side while you're working. Driver today, CEO tomorrow, baby. Schedule an in-person interview by applying online at careers.wm.com. That's careers.wm.com.
With warmer weather and people getting out and about, the New Jersey Transit Police Department reminds you that we all need to work together to keep the transit system safe. If you ride the train or bus, if you live or work near a station, be alert and aware of your surroundings. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD. New Jersey Transit urges you to help keep the transit system safe. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD.
Check out the new Bet Parks app. It's finally here. Bet Parks PA and Bet Parks NJ. Yes, New Jersey. 2 apps in one, both sportsbook and casino. I want you to download it now in the App Store. It is awesome. The Google Play Store, or just go to betparks.com to get your link. The only sportsbook and casino app that I recommend to you. And with the tournament action going on, it's a perfect week to unveil the new Bet Parks app. It's beautiful. You get all the casino games, you get all the sports betting that you can want. And if you use the promo code Kincade, you can get a risk-free bet too, which is fantastic. They are taking great care of you at Parks. This is a beautiful new app, and new customers, your first bet is risk-free up to $750. College basketball tournament action. Good time to get your feet wet. They've got you covered. On the new Bet Parks app, you got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Whether you were a day one listener or have just joined the party, we're glad to have you here. It's the John Kincade Show. It's continuing now
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Thanks so much for hanging out. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. We appreciate you. Sixers Mavs tonight at 7 o'clock on The Fanatic. The Sixers and the Mavs.
Luka.
The third good team that Joel Embiid and James Harden will play. Third real good team they're going to face. They're 0-2 right now. So it'll be a good way to stem the tide.
Yeah, you called this out before when you looked at the schedule. You picked out all these hard, tough games that they're going to have. And look, this is where you're going to have to define yourself if you're the Sixers. Not only to, as I said before, not only to your opponents, but to your coach and to yourselves. And you really have to figure out who you are. And these are the games where you have to do it.
And you got the Heat on Monday. Now you play the Raptors Sunday. You have the Heat on Monday. So 2 more of your tough games for the Harden and Embiid administration.
Yeah, they got it.
Come this weekend, Friday, Monday. Of course, everything
will be all right.
Everything will be fine.
We just really buzzed through, I think, a new Anthony toy we just had. I believe this came from yesterday's show.
It did.
With basketball excitement on the mind.
Okay.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
What the hell is that?
He ends it with hoop.
What was that?
It's unbelievable.
Gosh. It's unbelievable.
Dude, it's unbelievable. Are you serious?
I just had to hear that again.
Let's go to the Marconi. He's getting a Marconi for that one.
Who's saying it?
I said yesterday, you warned it, Jamie. Him and Chunish yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
In a place where there was like 500 TVs.
Adderall was needed.
Oh, my gosh. The two of them were like, oh, look over there, a puppy. Oh, look, there's a squirrel. Squirrel. Oh, look. Oh. And it was in the middle of any conversation they started. So the Eagles, with free agency upon us there. Did you see that shot? Oh, my gosh. It's amazing. It was a little scrambled yesterday.
Yeah.
I texted Anthony at one point. I said, you two are like 2 kids on Christmas. Oh, look at the next present we just got. This is amazing.
We get to do it all again today.
Oh, man. They're
Plus
hanging
a little
out at Parks.
Sixers in the middle.
Oh, they have to go home.
I need both
Parks,
TVs tonight.
Parks is going to make them go home. Both
They
of
slept
them.
there last
You
night.
need to leave.
Yeah.
You need to leave.
They're waking up to do the show, all disheveled. We saw a couple people like that yesterday. Their clothes are probably all wrinkled and hair's all a mess. Yeah,
Well, what's different from a normal day? I mean, honestly, let's be honest around here. Hey, we're asking today if you would help out by accelerating scientific breakthroughs that benefit cancer patients and their families. We are welcoming back the American Association for Cancer Research as our official charity partner on the show today. If you have the time and you have the generosity, please, can you make a donation of any kind today to aacr.org/fanatic? That's aacr.org/fanatic. We set an over number at 7.5. So we're hoping that today, in the course of today, not just during our show, but in the course of the day, we can get that 98th contribution just to get you familiar with the AACR. If you have that kindness in your heart, please share it today. Howie Roseman was getting ripped as being a whiner in the New York market, in the Chicago market, and more. I think Howie Roseman is completely correct on this. The Eagles lost two of their personnel guys, one to the Bears and one to the Giants, since the course of the end of the season. And Howie's like, this isn't ideal for us, especially when a guy in our division has been a part of all of our draft planning, all of our research, all of our work, knows our board, knows where it's at today, and then goes to an arch rival before the draft. And in Chicago, they're ripping Howie Roseman for it, going, Howie's whining. All these guys want is a future, and they want a better opportunity. And in the Giants, they're doing the same. He was like, boy, Howie Roseman's got sour grapes.
He's right.
I don't believe any personnel guys should be allowed to move until after the draft.
I agree.
In the NFL, if you are employed by someone in the personnel ranks, you may not be hired. And if they even bring you into employ beforehand on the sly, I think that should be tampering. And Howie Roseman's being ripped. Oh, boy, what a whiner. What a whiner he's being. I think he's absolutely correct. There's no reason why personnel jobs in the NFL cannot be filled where after the draft, unless it's a general manager.
Yeah.
So if you're hiring a general manager that you want to take over your free agency and take over that's fine. And Howie even made that distinction. If someone's being hired to be a general manager, I get it. But it's the underlings who know each other's boards.
The personnel calendar should be different than the league calendar.
No question.
Yeah, I think the personnel calendar year should start, the week after the draft.
You agree, though, with general managers should be allowed to move.
Yeah.
If a guy's getting a GM job, because a new team wants him to.
Well, because he's going to want to make his own board.
Maybe hire a coach. Maybe he's going to hire a coach. Maybe he's going to, whatever it is.
Maybe a new personnel department.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But the thing is, the new personnel department can't come in.
That's true. Under our new plan.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think he's right.
I don't think Howie's being a whiner at all.
No, the Giants know what the Eagles want to do now. Granted, they're drafting much higher, so it might not have. But if they know they love Jordan Davis, and they might,
they could hold them up.
Yeah. Like that's a.
And he's got his phone, and before he left, I guarantee it, click, click.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now I know an NFL team, Atlanta, at one time that under the general manager, phones had to be left out of the room.
That makes sense.
Now, pens and paper were not.
Yeah.
So I always asked the brass, I was like, okay, but somebody could just be jotting down names. And he said, well, if someone was sitting there writing the whole time we're having a meeting,
we'd notice.
I'd know exactly what you were doing.
Yeah.
At that time. I can't get over the level of paranoia that there was. They had at one time, they had the board. They had multiple boards for multiple years of the draft. So for the first year, and then the rising next year's draft. So they would say, well, here's who's coming on our board and go. So if they talked on trade night going, draft night, do we want to trade next year's second? Let's look at next year where we got it. And the board locked. It literally had two arms that they could close it like doors and lock. So nobody could get a look at it. After they left the room.
Oh, it
paranoia
totally
is
makes
amazing.
Sense. Oh, it's you walk around practice facilities. The things that you see and don't see, they're eye opening. It's crazy stuff. But the whole process in sports of hiring people currently hired by other teams or on the payroll of other teams, and I'll go down to the college level. I can't stand that a kid spends his whole year with a head coach fighting to get somewhere. They get to a bowl game, and then that coach leaves before they go to the bowl game. You know, like, I can't stand the college football process of that. That drives me nuts.
See, now I look at that as an exhibition game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're talking about plenty of teams that have, look, they're playing maybe for a championship, and they know that their offensive coordinator's out already hired by now, but he's going to coach that game. Like, that's half-assed to me.
It doesn't look good. It certainly doesn't have a good look.
I wish there was something that says colleges can't talk to other colleges until the final game is played.
Let the final games be played.
Yeah.
And is it final game for that program?
Final game played.
You're trying to hire a coach.
If you want to hire a coach, you wait until the national championship game is over. Midnight. Well, no, it's probably like 1 a.m.
But the problem is the recruiting class.
I hear you, but look, there's a problem. You're not going to fix every problem anyway. So just let the one problem fix the one problem. Let the coaches stay where they are until after the championship game, and then everybody's free.
But if I'm that coach, I argue that my recruiting class is more important than losing.
Because December 18th, let's say National Signing Day is around December 18th.
Yeah, the whole thing has to be looked at.
It's screwed up the whole way.
The whole way is screwed up.
Because you get scumbags like Manny Diaz.
Yeah.
Who were negotiating with...
He was the coach for 17 days.
Whoa, not a scumbag.
Yes, he was.
No.
Yes, he was.
No, sir.
He was not?
No. He was a freedom fighter.
Oh, I didn't realize
this. What he was a guy that showed up for 17 days and Temple cashed in on $4 million. And we look back on it as if he was a scumbag because the next coach was a country bumpkin who had no idea what he was doing. But I thank Manny Diaz because that should have worked out. 17 days, the school cashes in $4 million bucks. Yeah, you should have worked out on that.
Well, I thank Kevin DeGandhi for the fact that Manny Diaz got my phone number. And
what happened?
Manny Diaz was calling people that were Temple people to say, like, how do I need to connect? I want to know, how do you connect with the Temple community? How do you connect with the fan base? How do you connect with Philly? How do you do that? Yeah, he really cared. Well, and you know what, Pat? I talked to him less than 48 hours to when he went to Miami.
In defense of him a little bit, and a lot of Temple fans side with you, by the way. In defense of him a little bit, he did go to his hometown dream school.
No, he did.
Like, I don't necessarily blame him for that when that opens up and it's like I have no connection to Temple and my father was literally the mayor of Miami. But yeah, man, Temple should have taken advantage of that.
Yeah,
because they ended up getting $6 million because Jeff Collins was $2 million and Manny was $4 million. So they got $6 million out of the deal. They just replaced him with an idiot.
By the way, if Jeff Collins doesn't have a good year at Georgia Tech, he's going to be looking for his next job.
I wish him nothing but the best.
I'm floored. I love Jeff.
Yeah,
like him a lot.
And he went to his dream school. He always wanted to go to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, he wanted to go to Atlanta and be there, and it didn't work out.
Now we have Brian Westbrook's old coach, Stan Drayton.
There you go.
Yeah, Westbrook has a lot of great things.
He does.
I know you've talked to Westbrook also about it.
No,
but
Westbrook had me ready to run through a wall for Stan Drayton.
Yeah, you're old school, John. They have some good things going on.
I hope so.
It looks like with the football team, the basketball team, as we've talked about a lot. They are a tough young team. And I was talking to a really good basketball guy yesterday, was going on and on about how good Temple's going to be.
Plus, they got so much traction this year with young guys getting their teeth kicked in, and they played well. And they played well that I told my daughter, I said, next year I think you're going to be going to a March Madness party.
Yeah, it could be.
I think you're going to be on campus watching your team in the NCAA tournament.
And it could even be a year sooner than, Pat, you would know better than me. It could be even a year sooner than Aaron McKee even thought with these young guys. I think they almost leapfrogged a full year this year, and exactly what you said, John. All these young kids having to get so much playing time and doing as well as they did.
Agreed. And it's amazing what happens. Johnny K comes back into Philly. Just like this show, there were some hiccups at first.
Right.
But clearly,
Shakeisms.
It's on the upswing.
It is.
If you had come back... Time.
Yes.
You say that there's some hiccups when John comes back and he goes to a time when he wasn't here.
Yeah, I mean, it was
shakeism.
Shakeisms
is one of the most talked about isms that this show has ever put out there.
I think it's the only ism
that's
ever talked about in the history of this show.
Exactly.
I'm just waiting till I go to Vegas this summer. What's going to happen?
What John did was John said, oh, okay, you guys think I'm not great? Well, let me just go away and show you what you can have. And it was shakeisms.
How about this? Bob's going to show you what's great. A special Sixers pregame show, Beers with Bob edition, on a special night, Monday And you're going to be down in Jamie's old neighborhood in Fairmount, right?
Yeah, we're going to the Urban Saloon, 21st and Fairmount, Monday night. So we'll be previewing that game, me and the Tunis. We'll get there early like we always do. I have a buddy, and you know who my buddy is.
Yes.
John.
How is John?
John Martino. Yeah, so he just bought a house at right in the area. So I'm going to go over his house beforehand, check it out, and then we're going to walk over and do a great episode of Beers with Bob. John, I can't tell you enough. And we saw it yesterday, obviously, at the Irish Horn, but when we get out and about, and this is something that has been your vision since you came back here, when we get out and about,
I love it.
It is the greatest thing ever because, like, my whole thing is I just love meeting people and talking to people, and it has nothing to do with what we do for a living or whatever. And just the people that listen to our show or come out to see us or whatever it's just so nice, and it's perfect.
They're the people who are making the mortgage payments for us. Honestly, that's the way I always look at it. These are the people who are supporting our show and being a big part of it, and we appreciate that. And the Irish Horn yesterday was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, we're going to be out in Oaks, Pennsylvania.
I was there yesterday.
Pat, PJ's in Oaks.
Very excited.
Next Thursday. This is considered like the Pat Egan home game almost. You love this place so much.
Yeah, you go in there, you drop my name, and you'll probably still have to wait for a table. But
only at the takeout counter, though, right? Usually at it.
You ask for Tim, he'll take care of you. It's a spacious location, and more importantly, there's a movie theater right next door.
Where is Oaks?
So that's the after party.
It's right near King of Prussia, up 422.
Oh, okay.
Stone's Throw from Eagleville.
Stone's Throw, right from Eagleville.
And when you're there, your family.
In all seriousness, it's probably about 5 minutes away from King of Prussia.
Now, what I really like, though, is the two about being out yesterday. Like some of my best lifelong friends, they're like hugging Pat.
Yeah, we made
hugging
out.
Bob on the way out. Like
we didn't make out, Pat.
I love that. I know Pat and Tess got really close. They got really
They are fun. We were having fun with it on the air yesterday. Their nicknames from when they were young was the Naughty Girls.
Yes.
And then, of course, we ramped it up a little
bit.
Well,
they use the Naughty Girls now.
Pat ramped it all the way up to like raunchy bitches or something like that.
Oh, Pat did, huh?
But they came in flexing muscles yesterday.
And Tess showed up in her onesie. Her St. Patty's Day onesie.
Yeah.
No. Tess is wild. Just said Tess is wild. That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean St. Patty's Day.
Yeah,
it's just that she is.
Tess gets after it.
And Bob was hearing some stories, including, some interesting ones. It was a very, Law and Order.
I got to tell you, Pam does have a loose mouth. She likes to tell
She's
some
got stories on me.
She's got some stories on you. And she gets this look in her eye.
Ball sex.
Yeah. She gets this look in her eye when she's about to tell me a story about you. And it's yesterday I was just casually saying hi, and then she got that look, so I had to pull out the chair and sit down. And
she's got some stories.
Yeah, this one was really good too.
Yes, I mean we many a caper.
I had no idea that you owned a GIMP mask.
Many a caper over the years.
Yeah,
with the Chestnut Sisters and the extended family.
Yeah, this was a Shore story. There might have been some drunkenness involved.
No, not with me.
Assless chaps.
No, not
See,
with
that
you,
would with me.
All chaps are assless.
I was always the
don't have to say that.
I was always the designated driver.
Yes, there was a story on that one too. Yes.
I had an affinity for not. I've never been a drinker. I just never thing, and so I was always people always enjoyed the fact is if they were going out with me, that I was always going to be. If I was going to have one, I was going to have one. And
why do you think I had 4 kids?
Hey,
as a designated driver for a lot of months.
Hey, Jamie, with Embiid and Harden, you think though, and we always like to contrast our stories and talk about. You think they're getting a little bit of a bad rap? What is the bad rap they could possibly be getting? Because I think they've been getting like fanboy coverage in this town.
Really? I feel like it's turned ever since the Nets loss a little bit. Where I think if this team doesn't ultimately get to an Eastern Conference Finals appearance, I think a lot of people will blame maybe not Joe, but maybe Harden. And I don't think that's really fair. I think if they come up short, we all know why. I don't think it has anything to do with Joel Embiid and James Harden. Now, they're 2 of 5 guys on the court for the majority of the game. So obviously they'll have their say in it. But James Harden, Bob was talking about the per 100 possessions and offensive net ratings earlier. I saw a stat yesterday. The Sixers' offensive rating with just Harden on the court and no Embiid to this point is 118, which is 2 points better than the next best team in the So that's 118 points per 100 possessions.
Okay.
That's 2 better than the next best team in the NBA.
Okay, where does it put them in the NBA?
That's number one. That's with Harden on the court and no Embiid. With both of them on the court together, Harden and Embiid, Their offensive efficiency rating per 100 possessions is 127. That's
why I'm betting all these overs.
That is 11 points better than any NBA team around right now. So I just don't want it to turn to Harden and this was a failure and this and that. It's not going to be because of Harden. It's going to be because of an abysmal bench. Maybe Doc Rivers has a role.
How about lackadaisical defense, though? And just
but you knew that when you were getting Harden, right?
I mean, the defense has slid.
His or the team's?
The team's defense has slid since his arrival.
Yeah, probably. But if you're
you can give me stats and go, wow, this team's been great offensively. They've played two good teams. They've lost to them both.
Yeah,
and tonight's another test.
And it's within the first 10 games of their existence. So, 127 net rating is insane. That's nuts. So
crazy number.
Yeah, I think, I've seen Harden get it on Twitter these past couple nights on Sixers Twitter and all that. I see the guy running a really good point guard right now. And what Bob said earlier, I think is exactly going to be right. I think he's not only ramping his body up, but his knowledge of his teammates up. And I do think it's going to get faster down the stretch.
I think it's another overnight tonight.
Yeah.
I've been betting the over every game. And I've lost once.
And think about the offense that we've been seeing lately, what Jamie's talking about. James Harden has not been shooting the ball well lately.
No, he hasn't.
He's not shooting it late either.
Yeah, and he's not shooting a lot. What'd you say, late?
Late.
And he's not shooting a lot.
Yes.
By the way, one of our listeners gave me the number yesterday. And this is detailed fan. Tommy checks out every game. He says, and I chart every game.
What do you say, Tommy?
He says you have 10 jumpers by James Harden, front rim 3-pointers.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, look.
For a good shooter to be front rimming it on 3-pointers, he's 10 in the last 3 games.
He missed a lot of time there with that hamstring, the trade, whatever it may be. Now,
the vacation.
As much as you can talk about guys having tired legs and hitting front rim, it's also when you don't have your full legs because of inactivity that you're hitting the front rim. So it's not that he's tired, but it's that his strength might not be built up yet. And he's not really a leg shooter. If you watch James Harden, it's an upper body shot. He'll do the dribble stuff, and when he rises up, his knees are oftentimes straight, and it's a body shot. So is his upper body not back up to full strength yet? That's a thing also. But that is a key, John. And as great as you always point out the opponents coming up and where they're going to be and all, I really think an important key is keep an eye on James Harden shooting and the short shots, the runners in the lane coming up short. Keep an eye on that because I think that goes, like Jamie was saying, directly to his body.
What worries me, Jamie, is if we've talked about it, is if maybe Maxi's hit a bit of a wall.
I think he did. I think he's coming out of it.
If Embiid's hit a wall, if Harden's coming off of, I don't know how Harden can be tired. I'm sorry. I don't know how he can be tired.
I don't think he's tired.
It's got to be something maybe where he doesn't feel comfortable physically, but he can't be tired.
No, I don't think he's tired.
If he's tired, this team's got major problems.
I think he knows his body really well, and it's not where he'd like it to be yet.
I'd go more towards rusty than tired. I don't think his body's tired, but I don't think his body is fully ready the way it normally is at this time of the year because of the times he's missed.
Hey, put your tray tables up, turn vacation mode on, and fly away to where you belong. It's the beach. Myrtle Beach is 60 miles where you can let your best self shine. Start planning at visitmyrtlebeach.com. So Steve sends me a list yesterday on email. One of our fine listeners, Steve, works at University of Pennsylvania.
What do you say, Steve?
He sends me a list of 12 golf courses, and he goes, have you played any of these in Myrtle Beach?
Oh.
His buddies are planning a trip like you were talking about with your buddies.
Yeah.
Have you played any of them? And I played 4 of them, and I said, here, play these. Nice. He goes, are they the 4 best? I said, no. You asked me if I played the 4. I said, there may be better ones on your list.
Yeah, sure.
I said, but they're the ones I played. But he couldn't get over he said, you're right. It's not that expensive.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in it, it's a good spot.
Me and my buddies have discussed a Pinehurst trip.
See, that's what I'd love to do that.
See, that when in terms...
That's very expensive.
Well, yes, but
very expensive.
In terms of the Pebble Beach, like of major courses, it's relatively affordable.
You mean you could pay?
It's not it's $278 or $300.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
No, it's actually, but you stay on site. It's an expensive weekend.
Yeah, it's an expensive weekend.
But it's compared to a Pebble or something else.
And Jeeves will be there to carry your bags.
It's not Kiowa Island, you know what I mean?
There you go.
So you can get away with it.
Hey, we got lots coming up for you in the second half of the John Kincade Show. We got a Cooney's column at some point. Plus the Mavericks Give the Sixers an opportunity to shine. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. And today is a takeover of the show by the American Association for Cancer Research. They've partnered with us once again as the official charity partner of the show. As a 2-time cancer survivor, I thank you because you have given me my life back. You have given cancer survivors all over the city that are listening to the show right now our lives back. Why? Because you've donated to organizations like the AACR. There's almost 17 million of me. Don't be scared by that because there's just 17 million cancer survivors. And you know that they have over 50,000 researchers that they help fund worldwide that drive progress. You know those vaccines that we got? Well, that's part of the research of the AACR. It helps scientific discoveries benefiting families. And if they haven't benefited your family yet, they may. This is a great way for you to show you care. Go today, aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic. If you got your lunch money today, $5, $10, $9.75, we'll love you. Cancer research saves lives.
The John Kincade Show.
I know that most people find his calm leadership to be a gentle, soothing beacon at a time of great social chaos.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Today's John Kincade Show is being presented by the American Association for Cancer Research. You can help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that will benefit cancer patients and their families. Make a donation to life-saving cancer research today at aacr.org/fanatic.
Breakfast is sizzling at Wawa with 2 for $5 Sizzlies in all your favorite varieties, including the return of the sweet and savory waffle Sizzly. For a double delicious breakfast on the go, choose any 2 varieties, including sausage, egg, and cheese on a toasted waffle, bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, the Sizzly burrito, and more. Stop by Wawa and grab any 2 Sizzlies for $5. Available 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Limited time only. Gotta have a Wawa. Whatever you're planning, you can cater it with Wawa. High school function, post-game treating, road construction, business meeting, family picnic, brunch with mom. Cater Wawa with a click at WawaCatering.com. Cater your Wawa favorites from hoagies, soft pretzels and cookies to Sizzlies, donuts, and coffee. Order and pay online and choose pickup or delivery. All at WawaCatering.com.
Hey, it's Jamie Lynch from The Morning Show. I'm on the line with Luke from PropSwap. Luke, there's only one site and there's only one app that you can use in Pennsylvania, in New Jersey, and guarantee yourself some money after this weekend. Tell us how we can use PropSwap with the tournament to profit and maximize our profits going forward.
So, we're the only app where if you buy, let's easy example, like UConn or Providence, kind of some 2 longer shot teams right now to win the championship. You buy them now, they win 2 games, they get to the Sweet 16, and Providence goes from 100-1 to 10-1. You can flip that ticket for 10 times what you paid for it. And if you buy it from us, that's the only place you can do that. As opposed to you buy it from another app, you will not be able to sell that for 10 times what you paid. Just after they win 2 games. We're the only place to do it.
It's a great time of the year to capitalize on a ton. That's great stuff. Hopefully you pick a team that survives this weekend, sell it for cash on PropSwap guaranteed. Luke, that's great stuff. We'll talk again next week. And download the app, everyone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. So you need to change your oil. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Daily Protection or Valvoline Max Life High Mileage Motor Oil with an STP oil filter, plus an STP air filter or cabin air filter for just $36.99. Visit one of our 6,000 stores or order from AutoZone.com for same-day store pickup or next-day delivery.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Every team is one conversation away from a trade that can make all the difference. The same is true for your business. That's why when you post a job for free, LinkedIn Jobs taps into a network of over 770 million professionals to find the right people for your role. LinkedIn Jobs helps you narrow down to only the most qualified candidates, which means you can start hiring the right people faster. Go to linkedin.com/sports to post your job for free. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
Every dribble, every pass, and every bucket, all in the palm of your hand. Because now you can sign up and bet. No strings attached with BetRivers Sportsbook app featuring award-winning customer service. Live in-game bets, live player props, and live instant betting. Bucket to bucket. Don't miss out on all the big games. Get in the action with BetRivers Sportsbook. Download the BetRivers Sportsbook app today.
Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Look at this. J.D. Power awarded Cricket #1 customer service and purchase experience in the MVNO segment.
Huh. Award-winning service has a nice ring to it. Say it again.
Award-winning service.
Again.
Hear ye, hear ye. Announcing 2 more reasons to switch to Cricket and their award-winning service.
Wow, it does have a nice ring to it. Switch and see for yourself.
For J.D. Power 2022 wireless customer care and purchase experience mobile network operator performance studies award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
High efficiency equipment for lower bills, special financing, and rebates on qualifying systems.
What?
Oh, I'm trying to memorize something I heard on the radio. Peace of mind warranties.
Why?
Because our AC is on its last leg, and I need to convince you to call a Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractor.
No, you don't. I heard the same ad, and you forgot cleaner, healthier air.
Pierce Phelps Bryant will do whatever it takes to keep you comfortable. To find a local Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning dealer near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses. So get Comcast Business Security Edge to help protect every connected device on the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with a great offer and ask how to add Comcast Business Security Edge. Plus, ask how to get up to $800 back with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Prepaid card offer ends 3/31/22. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
What's the #1 quality you find in a family-owned business that stands the test of time? Let's say 7 decades or so. It's trust. Good work comes, but trust is most important. You trust that the Super Brothers are going to give you great work at S&S Remodeling because contracting-wise, they're the embodiment of trust. They're a family-owned business for nearly 70 years and 4 generations, and their mission hasn't changed, providing the highest level of craftsmanship at a reasonable price. And now it's crazy. People are doing more work than ever. That's how you stay in business for decades. All those years, all those roofs, windows, doors, remodeling projects, and they still can't maintain that stellar reputation. This family will take care of your family's home. Visit ssremodeling.com and check them out. They're one of the most trusted local contractors. I trust them so much, I told my wife, just talk to the Super Brothers and you can do your remodeling project. That's how much I trust them. They've been serving Delaware County, Chester County, and northern Delaware for almost 70 years. S&S Remodeling Contractors. Trusted since 1953. That's ssremodeling.com.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Broad Market, 22nd and South, and Cooney's Corner. Where else would you want to hang out? Back to the John Kincade Show.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Pee-wee.
No.
Yes.
Sandlot.
Yeah,
Pee-wee.
Sandlot.
Pee-wee, bigger movie.
Well, you're not a sports guy.
I like Pee-wee.
You know, me and Jamie over here, sports guys.
Wait, debate here. Bigger
Pee-wee's Big
movie,
Adventure.
Pee-wee than Sandlot?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Sandlot. Sandlot's bigger.
I go Sandlot. Maybe it's because I like Sandlot,
check
then
the
I never watched
cinematic
Pee-wee.
money that the movie's made. Which was the bigger one?
I will, but do I have permission to put a poll out? I am interested in this because I think a lot of people.
If we have to be like every other sports radio show,
you equate tequila
Let's
to.
Do it. Let's do it. That's fine. Let's do it.
This is my go-to song at karaoke.
Absolutely do it. Is it really?
Yeah.
Do you do the dance?
You don't have to sing.
All you have to do is say tequila.
Why don't you do the Pee-wee dance, though, with it?
Pat could do that.
You
That's
could do
not
that.
a problem for Pat. He can move.
I could, yeah.
Pat can move. Pat said yesterday, Pam, her twin sister Pat, and Tess were wanting to see Pat dance, and he said, nope,
I said, get those dollar bills out, ladies.
He said someone's going to end up pregnant. If he dances like that, when he moves those hips, Bob, somebody's getting pregnant.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the moves. All
right.
He's got the moves. Pat has an appeal that maybe I didn't even see when I got to know Pat.
Yeah.
But people just,
it's
my
from
friends,
the belly button down.
My friends really, really love Pat. They love Bob too. So I mean, they just really, they're all of it.
All right.
Jamie's just not as friendly with him. Hey, brought to you by Martin
I miss
Law.
Vegas, apparently.
The 8 o'clock hour is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. I want to thank Jonathan, who the other day was telling you he was on his way to the hospital with his wife to have the baby.
Oh, that's right. Did they have little Patrick?
They are still waiting.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if it's going to be little Patrick or little Jamie or whatever, but they're hoping soon. But the doctor has been saying soon for the past 12 hours. So they are waiting at the hospital. But Jonathan was kind enough to make a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research that has taken over the show today. AACR.org/fanatic. AACR.org/fanatic. We're taking donations. Anything you got. $5, $10, $9.75, $97.50, whatever.
I tweeted out the link. The show tweeted out the link.
Yes,
I think
we got it.
You can find it on our Twitter profiles.
I did too. And he donated $100 in exchange for this. Pat, make sure you've got the tape. Aaron Nola is an absolute ace. Aaron Nola is an ace. Well, now you got an absolute ace.
So you're saying for the 2022 season, he's going to be an ace?
Yes, because Jonathan said
that was 2021.
Because Jonathan said he'd make a donation of $100 if I said it, so I'll say it.
So that's our updated 22 drop.
If you have any other things that you'd like me to say, Jonathan has said it at $100. So I think that's clear. If you can make that donation, we love the American Association for Cancer Research, and we appreciate them being a part of our show. We had so much fun meeting you. Go on.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Your mic cut out when you said it. So if I could get it one more time. Our listeners didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it in my ear.
No one knows
like something,
about,
there was a little glitch.
Are you kidding me?
No, there was a little glitch. You do have to say it over. I swear, in my ear.
You were manhandling the mic.
I was not manhandling. I do not manhandle the mic. He does.
No,
well, it came out like, yeah.
We could all be quiet again.
Aaron Nola is an absolute ace.
That one was
Joke's on you. We actually got it twice. Thank you.
There you go. It's all brought to you by American Association for Cancer Research. Everybody be generous today if you can. And we're talking $5, $10, $20. Whatever you got, just get involved with these folks. They're great. AACR.org/fanatic. And we greatly appreciate that so much. And we love the fact that you came out yesterday to the Irish Horn. We had a lot of fun. That was really, really cool. And it was so nice to be able to meet everybody, hang out. We had a very, very good time. They really have a nice job there.
Oh, it was awesome.
The place is nice.
Like the casualness of people coming in at 6 o'clock in the morning and just throwing down a $20 bill like it was 7, 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, Bud Light, please. I was in awe.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was just like a normal thing. Yeah, I'm going to get up at 6 and go to the bar.
John, you said it best though. It's just good because it's another sign that we're getting back to
normalcy.
Yeah, that was a really good sign.
That's what I loved, and it's so much fun when you get to meet listeners and everything too.
Yeah, it was great. You know, Dan Baxter, a guy that listens every day.
Saw Dan. I saw Dan three-dimensionally.
Yeah, I interact with him on Twitter a lot. Got to meet him.
It was nice.
It was a fun time.
I have your answer, by the way, to the Pee Wee versus Sandlot money question.
Okay, what is the money question?
Pee Wee has grossed $41 million worldwide. Sandlot $34 million worldwide.
I thought Pee Wee's the bigger movie.
It's
a big. No, that's a definitive. Well, you're talking a $7 million difference of a movie. $7 million difference when you're talking about $40 million is a blowout.
All right, bigger money maker in the movie, Shawshank or Pee Wee. It might be Pee Wee.
Shawshank.
Shawshank's gotten really popular after it got out of the movies. Everything I've read was Shawshank wasn't all that popular in movie theaters.
There's a lot of reviews out there ripping Shawshank when it first came out. Yeah, it was not
Pee Wee's the bigger movie. Sandlot is a niche movie that sports fans love.
Niche.
Guys love. It's a niche.
Sir.
$34 million?
Have some respect.
How many years is that movie?
That's in the theaters, though. That's in the theaters.
I got
that's
you.
Gross in the theater. So you get out of the theaters, as Bob was alluding to. And, it hits on home VHS at the time. It defines a childhood.
There you go. Defined your childhood.
I mean, it did.
Like
you know,
that.
Sandlot is the best.
It's a fun. They're both very fun for what they are.
It taught me that if I get the right shoes, I can run faster and jump higher.
See, there you go.
Flyers.
You learned that. Hey, the Mavericks, again, the perfect opportunity tonight for the Sixers to show that they have what it takes to make a legitimate title run. And I am tired of, it'll be all right. They're going to be okay. It's all going to come together. It's going to be fine. Don't worry, John. It's going to be great. I'm tired of that because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I am not a believer right now that is necessarily the case, that it's all going to be okay. I need more, and I need proof, and it starts tonight. You're 0-2 against good teams. You're 0-2 against good teams, and you have a good game coming up tonight, and you have a good game coming up on Monday night against true teams that I consider to be playoff caliber. You're talking about the Mavericks and the Heat. So go and change the narrative. Change it up tonight is a good way to get it started. I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually surprised. I thought this year, and I was wrong, I thought Dallas was going to take a not significant step back, but I thought they were going to take a real step back.
Yeah, I was watching them the other night. One of the players that I think has stopped them from taking a step back is a local guy, college guy, Jalen Brunson. He's just playing really good basketball. And it's, for those that don't, and a lot of us, we don't get to see Dallas an awful lot, obviously. So looking at box scores and see what Jalen Brunson is doing isn't the way you go about it. The way he controls the game, slows things down, finds guys open, waits guys open. He plays a smart, quote-unquote, old man's basketball game. And it just really, really fits in nicely with the Dallas Mavericks. I love the kid in college, as we all did. When he came out, I was really hoping the Sixers would have got him. You loved him as a player. Well, if you don't love him as a player, then...
No, we loved his game. His game is great.
No question, his game is great.
Yes.
They should really consider these Villanova kids. Sadiq Bey went for 51 last night.
DiVincenzo went off the other night a little bit.
Jalen Brunson runs a really good point.
Went for 51?
Sadiq Bey,
yeah. Sadiq Bey had 51 last night.
He's having a really quietly good second year in the NBA.
Yeah, but 51?
Oh, yeah. He shot the lights out.
Yeah, the Orlando Magic give up 50 points
wait, another on the Magic?
It's still 50 points.
See, some teams show up when they play the Magic and say, they're terrible. We're not going into overtime against them.
Maybe
we're going to impose our will.
No, maybe the Magic got up for the Sixers.
Oh, yeah. They got up.
It was their title game.
It's hard to get up for Cade Cunningham and Sadiq Bey.
They're saying we got up for this team. Hasn't won a second-round series in a generation, but we got up for them.
Luckily, you only remind us of that once an hour.
We're ready.
This kid, Mikal Bridges, they should have looked at him.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Yeah.
Eight times this month, an NBA player has gone for 50 or more points. It's the first time.
Wait a minute.
8 times this month, a player has gone for 50
Kyrie
or more
did it
points.
twice.
Wait a minute. It's the 18. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Exactly. It's the first time it's been done since 1962. And that's because Wilt Chamberlain was averaging like 50 a game. But yeah, 8 times this month, somebody's
on
scored.
The 18th of the month, 8 times
still
already?
Early too. Yeah, I think Shake Milton still can get one in.
It was the Orlando Magic all 18 times.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I think that goes to the point we were talking about earlier, where guys kind of hit a wall this time of year. It's like that 20 games out before the playoffs. It's just kind of like, all right, my legs are tired. Do I really want to go to Orlando?
Strange
and
things
play?
happen.
Yeah, it's just like,
wow, that's
that stat goes 2 dead legs around the league.
But 51 points.
Sadiq Bey, man, I like
that's
him.
Fantastic.
Sadiq Bey.
That is. What did he go? What number did he go?
Second
they
round.
traded up for
Second
him.
round.
No, he was first round.
No, was he first round?
He was like 17 or 18th.
Oh, he was.
And I want to say Atlanta originally drafted him.
Yeah, I think so, and then traded him.
They should really consider these Villanova kids. They're good pros.
Hey, Staples stores are a new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore more at your local Staples store or visit staplesconnect.com. And Pat, I will continue to remind that because I constantly hear the coverage I hear most of the time is pom-pom shaking. That everything's great and this is awesome and that they've accomplished something. I want to see it to be accomplished.
What's more fun, thinking about the bad times or shaking those pom-poms?
Well, you're right. I don't want to be a miserable a-hole and then have a local writer say you're a miserable a-hole for pointing out the fact.
You don't want to be miserable.
No,
shake
but I
the
don't want to.
pom-poms.
I can't do it.
Shake them. It's like a shake weight.
It's like a shake-ism.
That's a good shake-ism.
It's like a shake-ism. That could work out.
Still talk about it, don't you?
It does.
It's in your head.
It
Just
does.
like bacon on it.
All right. You've heard of catch and release. All right. We had the catch and release. Is it going to be release and catch with Fletcher Cox? I was told by a prominent NFL insider last night that the trade market for Fletcher Cox was virtually non-existent, and I'm quoting, and that maybe a late third-day pick was the best the Eagles could have returned, and the dead cap money would have been terrible in a trade. So that's the reason you got it here. But with him on the open market, do you think he takes a deal elsewhere, or do you think he comes back? And there are reports that he's open to coming back and that the Eagles are open to having him back, but nothing has been figured out yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. I just think the evidence in my mind is that, okay, he was here. They did a business move yesterday before 4 o'clock, which kept a lot of money from him. Do they want to bring him back? Did he have some disagreements with Jonathan Gannon last year?
Publicly,
yes.
he did.
Publicly came out and said so. I don't know. I think there is a thing in Fletcher Cox's head, and I don't know this at all. I'm just wondering that he just says, no, you know what? I need a new start. I don't think he's coming back.
There are a lot of people that are assuming it's like a done deal that he's coming back.
Yeah.
By the way, the same insider says to me, in any sources he has, says it is not in any way a done deal that he's coming back.
No, I think
though he would not be surprised.
Yeah, I think the words, whoever the original report was getting close to returning.
He's finding out that there is a lukewarm market for him and of interest. So the Eagles may actually treat him the best in bringing him back on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, I think he returns. One, because they now
need him though. Still, they need him.
All of a sudden, they have real D tackle holes in that roster. Two, he's probably very established here because he's a big race car guy. I'm sure he's got a bunch of cars and shops, and I think he's a hunter. He's probably very settled in. So is he going to go somewhere else for $1 million? He might. But to me, I think the comfortability of just being here and not having to uproot his life is probably worth a certain number to him.
You feeling that way, Pat, or what?
Yeah, I think at this point in stage in his career, he's not going to want to uproot and just.
I'm on an island.
If it's available to come back, I think he would. And this is such a rare opportunity that we really don't see with veteran players of we're releasing you, but we want to bring you back.
Not franchise greats. It's very rare.
It doesn't really happen. So I think he's been here since 2012. He has roots here. I expect him to be back.
Let's check out what's in a Cooney's Corner on this Friday.
Or column?
A Cooney's column, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
A Cooney's column.
Let's turn the page and find out what's in Cooney's column.
What is in
Our perfect show just ended.
And that was me, too.
We can bounce
That was an unforced
but
error.
It's my fault because Cooney's was a little late.
It.
Yeah. All right, unlike Howie Roseman, there aren't a ton of moves made by Daryl Morey during his short tenure here that you can form an educated opinion. The one big organizational changing acquisition was, of course, the one that was married to him the second that Josh Harris and company decided to name him president of basketball operations. And that was to lure James Harden away from the Brooklyn Nets. He did that. Did he overpay? Maybe. Was it the right move to finally bring this city an NBA championship? That's still up for debate, and we'll find out over the next couple of months. There's no doubt that when the story of this Sixers season is finally written, whether it's obituary-like or a celebration of something great, the lead will be Morey's trade of Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and a couple of draft picks to acquire Harden. And while it is correct to make that the embodiment of the story, there needs to be plenty of mention as to what Morey didn't do. And that was to address the depleted bench that Doc Rivers has to work with every night. I don't believe this season will end in a parade down Broad Street, and I know a lot of you don't either. But I know full well what blame will probably go. That blame will go many places, depending on what the playoff performance of the team is. I don't know how they'll perform, so I can't predict where the blame will go. But what I do know is this bench is going to be a huge hindrance into trying to attain the ultimate goal. We've all known it since the day Harden got here. Wish Morey was more concerned with it, as we all are. When this season gets over, and it doesn't end in a championship. Look, championships are hard to win. I
don't expect it to.
No, nobody. I would say few people expect them to win the championship. And the story, when it's written, and we all know, when there's a rain delay and you see the story of the Phillies 2019 season, you always write the post-mortem story, so be. It's going to concentrate on the Harden trade. But like I say this all the time, that's the lead. But my God, a huge sidebar has to be his inability to address this bench situation. It's going to be, I can't predict how they're going to play in playoffs. I don't know if Harden's going to be better or worse. Same with Embiid, whatever. I can predict that this bench is not going to help them in the playoffs. It's going to be, it could be the reason why they don't advance further.
As long as the story is they're in the conference finals, I will find a way to be okay with it. Because I will look to this offseason and say, Daryl, you better fix it. You better fix the bench in the offseason. But as long as they get to the conference finals and give a certified good showing, I think I'm going to be okay. Because I'm going to give them the offseason to fix it.
Yeah, the problems that exist for this roster right now aren't that hard to fix. You just needed more players to be able to get. Like, they don't have a lot of trade resources anymore, so you're going to have to free up some money and sign some guys. But it's not – you have your main core. I mean, you're probably going to trade Tobias to free up more optionality, but you really only have to fill in a couple role players. I'm not saying scrubs, but
right.
You know, a 3 specialist, a board depth specialist, and maybe a defensive wing athlete, and there you go. I
just find it incredible. Like, it really gnaws at me that they just thought this was okay. And
yeah,
look,
I don't
you can
get
say
that.
You didn't have more moves, or what do you want them to do? Something. I'm looking at a bunch of other teams that have something, whether guys you never heard of before. We didn't know Cam Thomas was going to be this good of a bench player coming off for
No,
Brooklyn.
but I would have grabbed DeAndre Bembry for free.
Exactly. That's what my point. Like, you could have done something. They did not. They literally said,
tried something.
We're not doing anything.
Yeah,
and
it was kind of weird.
It really gnaws at me. Look, could a DeAndre Bembry or somebody else coming off the bench? Oh, that's not going to put you over the top. I understand that.
Could be better than
but
what
if
you
it's
got.
a help,
yes.
It's something on a team that is very, very talented right now.
Okay, I never pick up my phone during the show.
What happened?
Ever.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Is this a Pee-wee
Milk,
text?
bread.
Yeah.
This is no. I saw the name pop up and I went, ooh.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell you now that, and I'm not reporting anything, I'm just telling you, the Eagles' interest in wide receiver Robert Woods
Makes
from
sense.
the Rams is absolutely real.
Good.
And who knows? But it is absolutely real that the Eagles are in kicking the tires, trying to find out what it would take to acquire Robert Woods.
Love it.
How would Shaq know that?
Shaq does not know that. But maybe somebody out in L.A. does.
Okay.
That's good. I love to hear that.
They are
I love Robert Woods.
are absolutely in kicking the tires, finding out what it would take to acquire him. So, and they were in. You saw the Eagles were also in kicking tires on other veteran receivers.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And they were in on Allen Robinson.
My guess is a 3rd rounder
for Robert Woods coming off an ACL.
Yeah.
Or is it ACL?
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
He's supposed to be ready by May or June.
Yeah, they're saying by camp it's not a problem.
So
I would guess a 3rd rounder. I'd do it.
I'd do it today.
Yeah, I would do it.
It could be done.
I really like him a lot.
I'm not saying the deal could be done, but I think that's probably what you're talking about.
Just between us girls. Like, who told you?
A 3rd? Nah, I'm not doing that.
Like, no one's listening. Go ahead. It's just me, you, Cooney.
Okay, so
Coach is listening.
3rd round, a 3rd rounder, you think, eh? I would think that.
I think that's about right.
I would.
What's his remaining contract?
I don't know. You're going to have to look at the spot track on that and see. Let me see. I can get it for you right now. Someone has already sent me the link. How about that one too? You're going to pay him
I think
$10 million, $10 million this year, 13-7 2023, 13-7 2024, 15-5 2025. But as Jamie's told us with Howie, you know.
Yeah, it's all fake.
You do that.
Cap's malleable.
And there's a potential out clause, too. So it's not bad.
Well, his out is now.
Oh, it is out now.
Yeah, his potential out was after 2022.
Oh, it was out after this year. Okay, so there you go.
Well, it says potential out 2022.
There you go.
So I would assume it's now, yeah.
So there you go. So the Robert Woods interest, I feel very, very strongly. I would never share that with you if I didn't believe it's real, that the Eagles are absolutely finding out what it costs and what it would take to acquire him, Robert Woods.
And I think he's the type of wide receiver that complements Hurts.
I would love this.
Because he's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Devontae? How much would he help Devontae?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, he'll draw a lot of attention away from him.
This would be great. Hey, game time's coming your way next. It's a Friday. It's game time. We usually do it on Thursday. Couldn't do it. We're out yesterday. Would have been too much of a cluster. So here's what I want you to do. 610-632-0975. Get lined up. Fabulous prizes await you. Fun, joviality, is that a word? On a Friday. Come and join us. 610-632-0975. It's the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. I am thrilled to announce to you that the American Association for Cancer Research has agreed to partner with us once again because I value their work big time. They're our official charity partner of the show because of the fact that almost 17 million people like me are survivors today. And why? Because of the researchers. Do you know the AACR funds researchers, over 50,000 of them worldwide, that are working every day to help drive progress towards finding you a solution to a cancer problem. You may not have had cancer. Your mom may have had it. Your dad may have had it. Your family may not have been touched by cancer yet. I promise you, it will happen. At some point, you're going to know that a donation to the AACR can make a difference. You're directly supporting scientists and doctors who might discover the next breakthrough, the treatment. It's great. Make a donation today. They're great people, the AACR. Go to aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic, because I'm living proof that cancer research saves lives.
The John Kincade Show.
Talking sense into people isn't really my thing. In fact, I'm better at the opposite.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic's John Kincade Show is heading to the NFL Draft in Las Vegas.
And you can be there too.
Listen starting Monday for your chance to win a trip for two from our official partner, PhillySportsTrips.com. Travel with the pros. You'll win round-trip nonstop flights from Philadelphia to Las Vegas, a 3-night stay at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, and passes to 2 all-inclusive draft parties.
It's a huge draft year for the Birds, and you can be there live in Vegas with the John Kincade Show and 97.5 The Fanatic.
It all starts Monday morning, sponsored by the all-new Parks Sportsbook app. The new Parks experience is almost here. One amazing app with Sportsbook and Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Window Nation. For replacement windows, doors, siding, and more, visit windownation.com or call 866-90-NATION. And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Verizon knows you need internet speeds you can rely on at a price you can trust. Switch to Verizon Fios, the 100% fiber optic network with upload speeds up to 25 times faster than cable and internet plans with no surprises. Enjoy gaming with ultra low lag, streaming your favorite shows and movies, and video chatting to stay connected with your friends and family. All with no hidden fees and no expiring promo prices. Plans start at just $39.99 per month with autopay. That's right. Faster speed and reliability costs less than you think. No surprises, no caveats, just the 100% fiber optic network and 100% price transparency. That's Verizon Fios. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. February 23rd, 2022 speed claim based on Fios gigabit connection max upload speeds of 880 megabits per second versus 35 megabits per second advertised upload speeds for Xfinity Gigabit, Spectrum Internet Gig, and Optimum 1 Gig plans. $15 per month router charge, $99 setup fee, and terms may apply.
The minute you step behind the wheel of an all-new Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, you'll know it was made to make a statement, because it's a beast. Equipped with a 437-horsepower iForce Max hybrid engine made for making power moves. Plus, available cockpit red interior with a technical camo pattern made to deliver a red carpet-like experience. Not to mention an in-grill LED light bar made to make you stand out from the crowd. The all-new Tundra TRD Pro, made to make a statement. Toyota, let's go places.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with Premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with Premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
We got a crazy real estate market right now, and a lot of people are doing renovations to their homes to make them more livable. So you're updating your kitchen, your bathroom, and more, but you've never upgraded your hot water. Why? What good's a new fancy shower or dishwasher if your hot water's spotty and unreliable? If your water heater is old and finicky, or if you don't even know if it's time to replace it. It's been in 10, 12 years. Bradford White is here to help. Bradford White water heaters are built to be the best. We're talking top efficiency, years of reliable performance. And hey, Bradford White is heating the Kincade household and keeping us very, very warm in the shower. It delivers every day. So do a smart upgrade. Get the hot water you and your family deserve. For high efficiency gas, electric, tankless models, and more, visit BradfordWhite.com today and learn more about their quality water heating products. And you can find a plumbing pro near you that will install it beautifully. Go to BradfordWhite.com. How you heat your water matters. So choose the best. Choose Bradford White.
Count it all tournament long with the Unibet.END special. Earn rewards for the shots you take. 10-team parlays? Count it. Overs and unders? Count it and count it. Underdog money lines, buzzer beater covers, and player props? Count it. The more bets you make, the more you can earn. Up to $100 free. Sign up to get $500 risk-free. Download the Unibet Pennsylvania app or visit pa.unibet.com. Unibet. Crazy about the odds.
Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm Pablo Torre, host of ESPN Daily, where every morning we present the best sports story of the day. And ESPN Daily is presented by Supercuts. Supercuts is the perfect way to get a haircut if you're someone who doesn't have time for a haircut. You just check in on the Supercuts app or you walk in for a quality cut. The highly trained stylists at Supercuts can always give you that fresh cut feeling fast. And it's not just any haircut, it's Supercuts. Check in now on the Supercuts app or on supercuts.com.
It's that time of year again. It's March Magic. And you know what that means. Basketball games and Hooters wings. And wherever you're watching the tournament action, Hooters has you covered. So be the real MVP of the basketball watch party. Bring the Hooters world-famous wings. Just visit northeasthooters.com, place your order for pickup or delivery. Or just play hooky and watch basketball. Drink beer and eat wings with the Hooters girls. There's 7 area locations. Visit northeasthooters.com. Hooters, it's all you need.
Look at this. J.D. Power awarded Cricket #1 customer service and purchase experience in the MVNO segment.
Huh. Award-winning service has a nice ring to it. Say it again.
Award-winning service.
Again.
Hear ye, hear ye. Announcing 2 more reasons to switch to Cricket and their award-winning service.
Wow, it does have a nice ring to it. Switch and see for yourself.
For JD Power 2022 wireless customer care and purchase experience mobile network operator performance studies award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
It's Beauty Week at Whole Foods Market. Save on your favorite serums, shampoos, body care, and more with 25% off all beauty through March 22nd while supplies last. Plus, Prime members save an extra 10%. See more on the Whole Foods Market app.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. Get your game on at Urban Saloon in Fairmount. Don't miss 97.5 The Fanatic Sixers pregame show, Beers with Bob edition, presented by Corona, live from Urban Saloon Monday at 6 p.m. Enjoy $5 Corona Premier Drafts, win Sixers prizes, including tickets to a game. Visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com for more information.
Get the all-new BetParks app. If you haven't seen it, you got to. BetParks PA and BetParks NJ. You New Jersey folks, you're going to love it too. It's 2 apps in one. You get the sportsbook, you get the casino. It's all in one. Go to the App Store, Google Play Store, or at betparks.com. Easiest way to do it. Go to betparks.com. The only sportsbook and casino app that I'm going to recommend to you, and especially with the tournament action going on right now, the BetParks app is absolutely fantastic. You're going to want to check this out. And you're going to get a risk-free bet of up to $750 when you're a new customer. It's absolutely awesome. All the games tip off. You get 16 in the afternoon, you get 16 in the evening. Download the app, make your first bet risk-free up to $750. Use that promo code Kincade. The new BetParks app, it is absolutely awesome. It is so streamlined, so easy to use, and I can tell you with all the action flying around, live in-game betting or you bet before, take that Sixers over. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
There is no such thing as an off season for Eagles football on this show. More of the John Kincade Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. It is going to be warm this afternoon. 73 or 74? Ooh. Beautiful. And then it's going to rain tomorrow because it's Saturday.
Yeah, of course. It always rains on the weekend. That means I got to take the TV out to the porch today. Watch a little madness out there.
That's not bad. Let's start blaming Adam Joseph for this if this doesn't change up. At some point, Adam's responsible. If he doesn't clear up this weather thing where it rains on the weekend,
it's his fault.
It's starting to be.
It's like Jeff in D.C. It's his fault that the Sixers haven't been playing well because he wasn't watching.
Adam, we're giving you one more rain on the weekend, and then you got to clean it up.
Yeah, come on, Adam. We got things to do on the weekend, especially with warm weather.
And check out your local P.J. Wellahans, known for many of their delicious flavors of famous P.J.'s wings, burgers, salads, friendly service. PJ's makes you feel like you're part of the family, and you'll be able to enjoy the Bob Cooney bacon-wrapped wing appetizer.
Bobby Apps.
Bobby Apps. His appetizer's coming soon with one of the best wing sauces you've ever tasted. It is awesome. It was really delicious.
Thank you very much.
It was delicious for an appetizer. Hey, and Sixers Mavs tonight on The Fanatic.
I thought the assignment was Wing of the Month.
610-632-0975. We usually do it on Thursday. Today we're doing it on Friday. It's game time.
It's Thursday at 8:30, which means game time. Today, we're doing Mystery Movie Theater. Guess the famous movie lines and win. Now, let's head into the cinema with our game host, Pat Egan.
There it is, Patty Egan.
You could have taken a bathroom break during that intro. It was so long. But
that was longer than the sound-off intro on the Missinelli show.
It is Mystery Movie Theater, 610-632-0975. If you're unfamiliar with how we play this game, quite simple. The guys are going to act out a famous scene from a movie. You, as the caller, just have to guess what movie it is. These are all very famous movies, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We have really good prizes this week. A pair of tickets to see Lewis Black at the Miriam Theater on March 26th. We have a pair of tickets for the Eagles Hotel California 2022 tour. We have a pair of tickets to see Alan Jackson on Friday, October 7th at Jim Wellen Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. And we have Scream on digital, the new one. Buy it on digital today, rated R for Paramount Pictures. So 610-632-0975. Once again, you guys are to act the scene out, and then the caller has to guess what movie it is.
Correct.
Let's start out with Chris in Havertown. Chris, you ready to play Mystery Movie Theater?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Gotcha. It's fine. You're a method actor. You're getting into the role.
I am reading my role. I am. I was reading.
What's up, Chris?
Listen up and then just tell me what movie this is. Gentlemen, go ahead.
So what's your story?
I'm looking for my family.
Hey, fellas, he's looking for his family.
Why are you looking for them? They should be looking for you.
They don't care. Forget them.
You're right. They don't care. And if they did, they would have found me. Well, if they don't care, I don't care. I hope I never see them again.
Chris, what movie is it?
Home Alone.
Chris, come on, man.
That is not the correct movie.
I apologize. No, it is not, Chris. It is not Home Alone. We were looking for Feifel, An American Tale. Feifel, An American Tale. 610-632-0975. Let's go to the next caller. Let's go to Connor on the cell. Connor,
all right, there we go.
You ready to play Mystery Movie Theater?
Let's do it.
All right, gentlemen, go ahead.
If it isn't my diminutive friend from the train. Jamie?
My bad. Cat R. Wall. I've never heard you say that about mouse burgers. I'm going to tell everyone. I'm going to get Willie Burp because he's the law.
The Willie Burp? That quaint historical figure?
Simply put, Mouseling, I'm the law here, and you are a mere hors d'oeuvre.
All right, Connor. Connor, what movie is it?
No idea. What? No idea. Sorry.
Just take a guess. Any movie. Name a movie.
Dumb and Dumber.
Okay, that's close, but
is not the correct movie.
Unfortunately not. We were looking for Feifel, An American Tale. Feifel Goes West.
It's a good one. Classic.
Feifel Goes West.
And by the way, there was an error there that I think maybe could save Connor. That Bob called it Willie, and it's Wiley.
Well, I just followed what Jamie said.
Wiley. They both said. I'm just saying. Does that work in Connor's favor, Pat, to get him a prize? Since they did do the not do the
figure
lines.
this out.
Okay,
We'll
put them on. There we go. We'll figure it out.
All right, let's go to John in Tennessee. John, are you ready to play Mystery Movie Theater?
What's up, John?
Hey, guys. What's going on? Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Johnny, just tell me what famous movie this is. John, take it away. Or, I'm sorry, actually, Jamie, take it away.
Oh, my little boy, back from the dead. America, what a place.
My Fievel, I thought I would never see you again.
Never say never, Papa.
All right. John, what movie is it?
I have absolutely...
Let me do my line again there, John. My Fievel, I thought I would never see you again.
Never say never, Papa.
What movie is it?
My Fievel.
No, Die Hard.
Die Hard is close. Die Hard's
Is
close.
not the correct movie.
It's the cousin of Die Hard.
Unfortunately, no. The answer we were looking for was Fievel, An American Tale.
Anybody getting a theme?
Did he say Die Hard?
Let's go to Nick on the cell.
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, you got to throw a movie out there. Let's go to Nick on the cell. I have faith that Nick will get it. Nick
Let's
on
go.
the cell.
I think
is up
Nick's
next.
a good listener. I think he listens.
Nick, tell me what movie this is. Jamie, take it away.
They call America the land of opportunity. Opportunity for what? For children to play in the filthy streets? To never see the sunshine? Fievel's birthday is coming, and we don't have enough money for presents.
Oh, Papa, I don't care.
I could always sing in front of the gift shop. Maybe they'll throw presents.
All right, Nick, what movie's that?
Is that Fievel, The American Tale?
Yeah!
Guys.
Is not the correct movie.
Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute here.
Guys, it's Fievel Goes West. It's Fievel Goes West.
So wait a
Unfortunately
minute.
Nick,
Wow.
Apologies. We're moving on to the next movie.
Damn, Nick, we were so close.
Sorry, guys.
on
John
here?
in the Northeast. John, are you ready to play Mystery Movie Theater?
You ready, John?
Ready, guys?
All right, gentlemen, go ahead. Take it away.
Warren T.
You!
You're not a rat. You're a cat.
How'd you get in here? Come here, you little...
Gentlemen, cat's out of the bag.
All right. John, what movie is it?
I think this one might be Fievel, An American Tale.
You know what?
That is the correct movie.
Finally, somebody got it right and put respect on the name. You are going to win a pair of tickets to the Eagles Hotel California 2022 tour. Monday, March 28th, Wells Fargo Center. Tickets on sale now via Wells Fargo Center Philly.com.
Wait a minute. That's coming up in like 10 days?
Yeah, a couple days. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's. So we have time for two more.
Okay, where we
let's go to
going?
Dave in Norristown. Dave, are you ready to play Mystery Movie Theater?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Take it away, gentlemen.
I thought
What?
Never mind. I thought I was reading the wrong one. I thought things would be better in America. In the old country, my violins were famous. At least we never went hungry.
Maybe John shouldn't sing again.
Very funny.
All right, what movie is it?
An American Tale?
And where's he going?
Is not the correct movie.
Unfortunately, no, I can't give it to you.
yet.
Dave, I can't give it to you. It was Fievel An American Tale, Fievel Goes West was the correct answer.
It was the Fievel Goes West
yes,
one.
Unfortunately, you failed in that one. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you actually to fast forward to movie number 8 because this will be the final
Okay,
one.
movie number 8.
Mark in Berwyn. Mark,
Let me get him. All right, there we go.
ready to play Mystery Movie Theater with us?
I'm ready.
All right, gentlemen, take it away.
Why would you do such a foolish thing?
On the day of my judgment, where I stand before God and he asks me, why did I kill one of his true miracles?
Godfather?
What am I going to say? That it was my job?
Hey, tell God it was a kindness you done. I'm tired, boss. Tired of being on the road, lonely as a sparrow in the rain. I'm tired of never having a buddy to be with, to tell me where he's going to, coming from, or why. Mostly, I'm tired of people being ugly to each other. I'm tired of all the pain I feel and hear in the world every day. There's too much of it. It's like pieces of glass in my head all the time. Can you understand?
Mark, what movie is it?
An American Tale, Fievel Goes West.
That is not the correct movie.
Unfortunately, it was actually The Green Mile. This was a typo.
Oh,
that
it
was. The Green Mile.
That's the truth.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mark, we're not going to make every movie Fievel, dude.
Wow,
Mark, No, look, we're going to give it. We gave everybody a prize. So let me.
There we go. Everybody got a prize just so you thought if you were getting screwed.
Yeah, let me go through to get the tags out. So somebody won a pair of tickets to go see Lewis Black in the Miriam Theater on March 26th. You can get tickets at KimmelCultureCampus.org.
It's not Jimmy Kimmel, by the way.
No, God, no, it's just the the Kimmel Center. Pair of tickets for the Eagles Hotel California 2022 tour. March 28th, Wells Fargo Center. Tickets on sale now via wellsfargocenterphilly.com. Someone also won a pair of tickets to see Alan Jackson on Friday, October 7th at the Jim Wellen Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. Tickets on sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. And somebody won Scream on digital. Buy it on digital today, rated R from Paramount Pictures.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm reading that last bit and I'm going, I recognize this.
I was thinking in my head, man, 5 got deep.
I recognize this.
Well, you sounded like you were in the, I don't know, The Godfather or something.
My day of judgment when I stand before God.
So to take people behind the scenes, Coach plans game time. Coach is creates it every day. And
are we trying to attach blame here?
No, we're not.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
I took Connor aside and said, let's do this Fievel thing because Fievel's very popular. Everyone knows Fievel, as you clearly saw during game time. But we didn't want to tell Coach, so we gave Coach a dummy script, and he's currently not happy. So what I want to say is, guys, it was a pleasure working with you guys.
I thought it was fantastic.
I enjoyed my time here.
I laughed out loud. We laughed, we cried, Coach. We laughed and we cried.
And Coach, we spliced it up because we put The Green Mile as the last movie, so.
Yeah. Let's just go to Cooney's Corner.
No.
No, we have the linchpin coming out.
Yeah, we do.
You have the show sheet in front of you. Come on.
But, look, you can help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that benefit cancer patients and their families today. We're trying to drum up support for the AACR, our official charity partner. This is one of their takeover days. Go to aacr.org/fanatic. Make a donation today at any time that you can. Any amount is welcome. And we appreciate it, and we thank you for showing support. If there's somebody you can do it in honor of, if there's somebody that you can do it, maybe yourself, maybe you're a survivor like myself. It's a very, very good organization, and they're extremely streamlined. They really do a good job of making sure that your money is used and put to good use.
And it's very easy to donate. I just went right on. The PayPal link is right there.
It's simple.
I was done in about 20 seconds.
It's really, really simple. Gary Strusky from ESPN put out a thing this morning a tweet, and I retweeted it, and I put it to the attention of Connor Thomas. And he's like, stay strong out there. When your coworkers want to talk about their brackets, just stay strong. Because you just act, you got to put on the face. You have to stay strong.
I'm in one Jamie bracket. Coming in saying he won 8-0, you mean?
Yeah, you stay
strong. Started out 8-0.
No.
Okay.
That was in my gambling picks. I don't give a damn about brackets.
He didn't talk about his bracket. He talked about gambling picks.
I was in Fuego to start betting on this.
He wasn't talking about. I haven't heard about it. I didn't
Congratulations on
Did you do a bracket?
Just the one here that Matt Menard set up.
By the way, did you hear what? Did you hear? First of all, I've already told you before. Mike Missanelli's ability to pick college basketball games against the spread is really, really good.
Yeah.
And when Mike gives you picks in the afternoon on his show, bet them. I have won. I think I've lost taking Mike's. I think I'm 7-2 betting Mike's picks.
Nice.
And he'll throw out a game that he has a feeling about. But Mike said yesterday, why wasn't he in the station bracket pool?
It went out to everybody.
He said it would be like Leonardo da Vinci being in a paint by numbers contest.
Wow.
He needs to get taken down a couple pegs.
I think well, you can't, though. If he doesn't participate, he can't.
I'll give him all the first-round games right that happened yesterday, and he can enter, and I bet you he still won't win.
Whoa. That's a challenge.
Wow, that was said with animosity.
No, but
with
no animosity.
If he's going to say that, we can take him down a couple pegs and prove it.
You can't sit here and make those kind of claims and then
step up to the plate.
No, but what I can tell you is this, and I will say it again in Mikey Miss's defense. He's fantastic.
That's fine.
Picking college games against the spread.
Well, you're not picking against the spread when it comes to brackets.
You're picking winners.
So,
you're going to give him a 16-0 start?
Yeah, I'll give him 16 points. I don't care.
Wow.
I'm with Jamie.
Wow.
But he's not going to do it.
He won't.
I don't know, but you never know. He might.
He might.
Okay.
But he said it, and I'm quoting, it would be like Leonardo da Vinci or Picasso. It was one of the two.
Sounds like
taking part in a paint by numbers contest.
Sounds like Bob describing why he didn't play knockout with us.
Could very
What's
well.
up, Bob?
Didn't describe anything.
Hey,
doing, Bobby?
In the linchpin, Jamie Lynch wants me to put on the shoes of a man who wears 14s.
This is the linchpin.
Aren't you good that I did the research?
I was going to say, you know Steve Nash?
I did. No, I Googled it and did the research.
Huh. Okay.
He was
14?
14 or 14 and a half.
He's not that big. Wow, that's
not that
surprising. No, he's not that big.
He's not that big for the NBA. What is he,
14 or
6'1"?
14?
No, I've walked next to him a few times. He's not a big guy.
No, he's not
maybe.
big. 14.
Well, I mean, I'm a 13.
It lists series of 14. It lists
so.
series of 14 or 14 and a half.
14 sounds about right.
That's strange, though. It's strange that people put people's shoes on.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Internet.
I used to always love those NBA like trailers, and at the Hall of Fame they do it with like the palm size and the shoe size.
Oh, they do that All-Star Weekend
and
too.
the
It is cool.
wingspan.
Yeah,
It's always fun.
It's wild.
So for the purposes of this exercise, I want you to get in Steve Nash's shoes. Ben Simmons, the report comes out yesterday, might be able to play a couple games of the regular season before the playoffs. Now let's preface this conversation with he's probably going to play. I don't think you say, hey, Ben, take the year off. We'll see you next year in camp. If you're Steve Nash, are you putting him on a minutes restriction? Are you having him ease his way into this? He's one of the more unique players to play with.
You're really being kind using the word unique with him.
Well, yes.
That's one good word.
Yes. He's very unique to add to a team. And if Kyrie and Durant are on this murderer's path that they're on right now, do you minute restriction him? Do you put him in with the second unit? They could obviously use his defense and his transition, but it's a big change to a team like 2 or 3 games before the playoffs start.
And here's the difference. They don't have a 7-game series to work it out. They're going to be playing in a one and if they're 7 or 8, they're not going to be in a one and done.
But they're
going to be in a 2 and done.
Yeah,
you got to win one of the two.
How do you handle it?
You have to have him play in the regular season. You have to get him back eased in the regular.
You can't play him in the playoffs for the first time.
Because you can't play him in a one and done game or a 2 and done game. I don't think.
No, you can't. And here's where I rely heavily if I'm Steve Nash, having been just a second-year coach and never coached before. This is where I rely heavily on Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and get their input of what do you guys think? What should we do here? I don't think it's solely up to him. Also, I don't know how he fits. I like Ben Simmons' game. I love the way he distributes the basketball. I understand the shortcomings of it all. I can't imagine you're not probably a bit of a better team being Brooklyn if he's out on the floor. But, yeah, I mean, he hasn't played in a year.
What do you mean it's not solely up to him, though? You believe that – do you believe
I think
that –
Durant's like part ownership.
Do you believe that Durant and them said to Steve Nash, dude, he ain't playing? Yeah. Do you think you'd had enough clout that would be the case?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't either.
I think Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant would say, yeah, let's do an 8-minute run of all three of us in the first half and see how it plays out. Then let's go this. And then let's talk after the game. There could be a thing where he's not a fit with those guys or they don't like playing with him. I don't know what it could be. But, yeah, your back's up against the wall. This is a really, really tough thing. Jamie, it's a great topic you bring up.
I don't know how they handle it.
I love this.
It's a tough thing that Steve Nash in his second year
because it
has to handle.
If it's James Harden, all right, James Harden's a basketball savant. He can play with almost anyone. If he needs to score, he can score. If he needs a dish, he can kind of be a chameleon with a team.
So can Durant.
A lot of the superstars can.
Right.
Ben Simmons cannot. He is a very unique player. Very unique.
Again, you're really kind.
I know. And he changes the course of the game late because of his deficiencies. I don't see how that's an easy insert. And
yeah, look, you're not leaving Seth Curry to go double Kevin Durant. You're certainly leaving Ben Simmons to go double Kevin Durant.
Absolutely.
They have an 8-minute run that first game, and Durant says, I got 2 shots up in that 8-minute run because I'm getting my ass doubled every time because they don't respect his outside game. There's going to be some dynamic there that's going to be very, very interesting to watch.
I'm kind of fascinated to see how they handle it.
I'm very fascinated.
I hate them, but I have an eye on them.
Yeah, let's not forget ownership, management, whatever. They made this trade for Ben Simmons. So there's going to be pressure on Steve Nash to get his ass out there.
Now, the thing is, though, is Durant was behind the deal being done.
Yes, he okayed it.
So do you think that potentially changes him saying, well, I realize since I pushed for this deal to get done, that management, that they're going to want to play him. They're going to want to play the guy that I said go get.
Yeah,
I signed off on go getting.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind that Durant and Irving are saying, yeah, we can't wait to get him on the court. And they believe that because they've seen his passing ability. They've seen him be able to lead fast breaks, whatever it may be. But there's also that, man, we got 12, 13 games left, and now we have to implement something totally new. And when the two of us, meaning Durant and Irving, are on the court together, we're playing damn good basketball. It's like I said, it is a fascinating dynamic.
Right? I saw that news yesterday, and I was like, man, I do not envy Steve Nash right now.
That's a great topic, James.
That's a really good one. See, Bob, he's smarter than you tell me.
Occasionally.
He really is.
These guys.
I mean, that's a great one.
I mean, I know the difference between an app and a wing. You know what I mean?
You're smart enough to know that.
Yeah.
Everybody would know that.
Yeah, I would think.
The App of the Month contest. When we have.
Oh, you guys want to? If you want to do that, I'll be in that too. Whatever you want.
In the fall. No, in the fall we're doing it. We're saying late summer, fall. We're doing it.
Well, because I need a wing of the month because I didn't get one from the competition. They got an app. So I understand the need for it.
They're still in when I need them.
There's a certain energy to us on a Friday that really just seems it's different than the rest
What
of
does
the
Fievel think?
There you go.
He's going west.
All right, there we go. All right, we got a lot coming up for you in the final hour, including could there be a big second splash coming to this local franchise? It might be. Get your beach towels ready. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Check out the BetParks app. It's the new BetParks app. In Pennsylvania and New Jersey, you got it now. Go to betparks.com. It is absolutely awesome. It's so easy to use. A new app. And by the way, if you are a new customer, how about a $750 risk-free bet? If you are so inclined, everybody today is rooting for Delaware. You can get 16 points with Delaware right now on the Park Sportsbook app. So bet your Blue Hens. Plus 16 against another local team from Delco. I'm not sure which one that is. I think it's Villanova. Hey, in the pros tonight, the Sixers are 4.5-point favorites at home against Dallas, but that line is shifting quickly. So if you want the bigger spread, get on the Sixers. Get on the Sixers now. I've already bet the over, which is 219.5. I've been betting the overs on the Parks app for a while now. It is awesome. The BetParks app is fantastic, easy to use. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Get in for all the tournament action today. Be sure to check it out. It's the Park Sportsbook app, the new one. BetParks. Go check it out. Download it at betparks.com. Call 1-800-GAMBLER should you have a gambling problem.
The John Kincade Show.
I am so excited I can't stand it.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Today's John Kincade Show is being presented by the American Association for Cancer Research. You can help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that will benefit cancer patients and their families. Make a donation to life-saving cancer research today at aacr.org/fanatic.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses. So help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. On the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speed and advanced security for your business needs. Together for just $69.99 a month for 12 months with a 3-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get free installation when you order online. Or find out how to get up to $800 back with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Requires enrollment in EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Prepaid card offer ends 3/31/22.
Steel Panther, the Res Erections Tour. Saturday, April 30th, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City.
Hey, what's up? It's Michael Starr.
This is Sticks It In Ya
from Steel Panther. The party has returned.
It's a new year. It's a new tour. Come join us.
Get your tickets right away.
Steel Panther. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Presented by Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City.
Business owners, are you feeling the pressures of running your business? There's a limit to what you can do and still keep your employees engaged. Insperity brings 30-plus years of HR experience to help you with your hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance while giving your employees competitive benefit options. You're able to focus on other priorities. Your employees can thrive, and your business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Full-service HR, employee benefits, HR technology. Insperity. HR that makes a difference.
Hey, it's Jamie Lynch. Everyone I talk to these days who needs a new car asks me about one thing: inventory. Do they have cars? So I'm glad to tell you that my dealership, North Penn Mazda, has cars. They have inventory arriving weekly, so you have the opportunity to meet your vehicle needs. When we got our car, it was the easiest car buying experience of my life. I was texting and emailing with my sales guy. He made things so incredibly easy. If you're looking for your next car, go see the folks at North Penn Mazda in their beautiful, new, state-of-the-art showroom just off Route 309 in Colmar. If you're in the market for a vehicle, you should know that North Penn Mazda has inventory arriving weekly. That's right, weekly. And they're offering top dollar for your trade. Great inventory and selection in a beautiful new space. Visit North Penn Mazda on Route 309 in Colmar, minutes from the Turnpike, or anytime at northpennmazda.com. That's northpennmazda.com. North Penn Mazda, the right experience, the right choice.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can save just by being you. DriveWise in the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback, and by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe just by being yourself. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
O'Reilly Auto Parts has what you need to keep your engine performing at its best. Our professional parts people will help you select the right products for your vehicle and your budget. Like 5 quarts of Castrol GTX conventional oil and a MicroGuard filter, just $28.99. Save money on your next oil change. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Family owned and operated for over 35 years, Preferred Home Improvement has been just that. Preferred by families in Bucks, Chester, and Montgomery counties when it comes to the exterior of your home. If you're in need of a new roof, siding, or windows, you need a local trusted professional specializing in roofing, siding, and windows. Turn to the Preferred team at Preferred Home Improvement. For a free estimate, visit Preferred at phibuilds.com. That's phibuilds.com. Preferred Home Improvement. Caring for the outside of your home so you can care for who's in it.
So given a choice, I'd rather have a robot butler than a jetpack. But what was my point? Oh yeah, a bunch of the games on the Caesars Sportsbook and Casino app have live dealers and live players. Download it and you can play with real people. And how do we not have jetpacks by now? Where's the future we were promised, people?
Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only for new players. Terms and conditions apply. See Caesars.com/promos. Gambling problem? New Jersey and Pennsylvania. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
With warmer weather and people getting out and about, the New Jersey Transit Police Department reminds you that we all need to work together to keep the transit system safe. If you ride the train or bus, if you live or work near a station, be alert and aware of your surroundings. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD. New Jersey Transit urges you to help keep the transit system safe. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD.
A lot of people are looking to play hooky today, and a place you may want to play hooky is your local Hooters. You can watch all the basketball action this season in the company of the Hooters girls. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good day for it. Get your Hooters wings to fly if you wish for a party that you're having at home. If you're having one of those viewing parties at home, I suggest you check out HootersToGo.com because you're going to be the MVP when you're grabbing the Hooters boneless wings, traditional wings. You can go on out, get their sandwiches, salads, and seafood. And as you know, I do not believe they're boneless wings. I think they're called chicken nuggets. You are going to love it. For dine-in, to-go, or delivery, Hooters is bringing the flavor and the fun to basketball season, and the Hooters girls wanted you to know. They want you back. They haven't seen you. You've been away for a while. Go to northeasthooters.com to find the location nearest you. But when you're booking that food that you want to take on with you, go to HootersToGo.com. Enjoy the party and join the party with your local Hooters girls.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
There is nothing bougie about this show. Look, I'm the only guy in here from Delco.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Maybe the boss has treated you like a child all week. They don't even even trust you out at a bar to be able to have a beer on St. Patrick's Day. And you know what? You're tired of it. You're tired of being treated like children. And you say, you know what? You can take this job and shove it. That's what their lover boy says to you. Oh, it's a Friday morning here on The Fanatic. Hope your week's been great.
Bob.
Please tell me you saw the video of Bob attempting to do it.
I did not. I'm going to, though.
Attempting to do what?
You were on vacation, but
Yes.
we did tag you in it.
Oh,
But
I'll go check.
Last week, we tried, and Bob turned into Bobby Buzzkill.
He was Buzzkill?
Didn't want to do it.
I'm shocked. I've never seen Bob do that before.
Yeah, didn't want to do it. Threw a little fit. Threw his headphones off.
Really?
No, I'm not going to do it. I just want to talk about the
Hey, you got
Sixers.
balls lately, you do. The way
Yeah,
you're talking to me.
Damn right
I will
do.
see
I have
it.
balls.
How about this?
Okay.
How about this? I will see it and judge for myself. I will see it and judge for myself. 9 o'clock hours. I went last night and found ball sacks. 9 o'clock hours.
Bobby.
Brought to you by the Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. You can get yours today in Home Depot and Lowe's. For details, go to bagster.com. Make sure that you do that. We appreciate them very much. It'll be another great day of hoops. 16 more games today.
I just said to Jamie, I you know what? I kind of hate that it's going to be beautiful outside today.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, like 76 and sunny, and I feel guilty sitting in and watching games, so I don't know. What do we do? I'm going to have to put in some outside work as soon as we get done work until 12:30 or something.
What kind of outside work?
I just got so much to do. There's things to clean.
You should
and
call
get
my friends
going
over at
and-
Lawn and Golf Supply Company in Phoenixville, Bob, because when it comes to turf, they got everything.
I need turf.
And they also have those generators.
Yes, they do.
Generacs.
Yeah, they're heavy in my neighborhood.
Christina's name, the Generac, is something that's on her wish list.
I'm on the good grid, so my house is the last one on the other grid. All the other people, there's pretty much a generator every house because power goes out that much.
See,
we got so lucky.
So we have all the underground. They've built all the underground power and everything like that.
We got creeks and trees, and
Well, I mean-
any big storm stuff goes out.
But as my cousin Danny said to me, he goes, you may have all of your electric is underground. Like, we don't have any street, anything like that. But he says, but at some point, that electricity still has to go up somewhere. And if that goes down, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
So it's still going to happen. We will have a lot of fun coming your way, including a visit to Jamie's World, which can be a dark and funny place. But if the Phillies make a huge move and add Nick Castellanos to their right there, by the way, too, a tweet.
Give us the breaking news, John. Let's go. Don't hold back.
A tweet where Nick Castellanos is being mentioned sitting in front or behind of Bryce Harper in the lineup was liked by his mom.
Michelle Castellanos, what up? She liked 2 Phillies tweets.
Correct.
That got really weird.
She did like one, was it Cubs?
Here's the problem.
It was another team's tweet, so she did like one other, in fairness.
And here's the problem, too, though. It's down to the Marlins and the Phillies. Reportedly, no other teams are in the mix. It does concern me a little bit that the market for Castellanos is so weak.
Nah. It's all good.
That doesn't bother you at all. A guy can be on any roster, and general managers are going,
general managers are going, we can't afford him. We already have a guy that's playing there. We don't need this because we have this heavy of a lineup. We're looking for that. I mean,
a lot of different reasons. You're right.
Sure. Yeah, so that's all right. Their loss is the Phillies' gain.
Okay.
I got no problem.
It doesn't bother you. I want him.
I mean, if you can make Schwarber your full-time DH or whoever.
But Castellanos is another poor fielder.
But he's better than Schwarber, I
he
believe.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he is.
I mean, that middle of the lineup, take the Dodgers away from it because that's just like borderline cheating what they're doing. They would have one of the best middle lineups in baseball.
It's a formidable lineup.
Yeah.
It
would be
is.
really, really strong. And between Bryce, Reese, Schwarber, and Castellanos, you'd have 4 guys well capable of hitting over 30 home runs each. So that's pretty damn exciting if it happens.
And that's how you overcome bad defense, John.
And already
you score runs.
Yeah, and already you're back to being a top 5, I guess, payroll right now, and then anything you're adding there pushes you into top 4. You're going to be right there with the big boys spending. So there'll be no more complaints about that, right? They spent.
I always thought they spent. I just think they don't have a farm system to supplement their spending.
No, but they're spending. I mean, if you go and get Castellanos and Schwarber,
That's huge.
I don't want to hear any. I don't want to hear any whining about they don't spend, even though they've had a top 5 payroll. But they don't spend. I don't want to hear any of it.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous argument at this
point. It's been spending, but it's been a ridiculous argument.
Yeah, and they've got one of the top free agents for what 3-4 straight years.
They're always in on.
They may not spend well sometimes, or they may overspend.
No, I think they have to spend, though, because of what Jamie talks about, the lack of a farm system.
They're trying to dig up. So this would be really interesting.
Oh, I would love it. They'd be the biggest moving team this offseason, right?
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't they? Let's think about it. You pick up Schwarber and Castellanos, two guys that were the top 3 of movements you thought going into the year. Was it just the 2 of the top 3 that the Phillies could go after? I mean, think of who moved. Freddie Freeman, whatever. Yeah, I mean, they would have to be the team that made the biggest moves. You would label them, right?
The Mets made a lot.
Mets have done a lot.
They've done a lot.
So,
yeah.
But they'd be up there. Yeah,
sure.
Hey, we want to remind you, you can help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that benefit cancer patients and their families. Make a donation to life-saving cancer research at aacr.org/fanatic today. A takeover of the show from our friends at the American Association for Cancer Research. And we appreciate all the listeners that have already done that today, that have been tweeting us and saying that they're, made their donation. And I appreciate it very, very much. And we all appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we all have friends. John, you went through it. You've talked about it. I have a couple of friends, Marie Anthony, good friends of mine that are going through it now. So we all have it. Let's get over this little bar that we sent of 97.5, and let's keep carrying it forever, right?
I think we're going to cash in on the over. From the Twitter interactions I've seen, people are really giving this a go, and we appreciate all of you.
We should, because unfortunately it's affected everybody.
Everybody knows somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's absolutely an amazing thing. And the work that they do at the American Association for Cancer Research is absolutely fantastic. We want to remind you too that spring has sprung, and so have new specials at your local PJs. So take a break from cooking tonight, Bob, and go and watch hoops at PJs with your son. It's a great idea for dinner. You were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, might do it.
How about their newest wing sauce flavor, honey racha mustard? Visit pjspub.com for full details. I'd prefer a Captain Crunch wing maybe, but I'm going to look. I may try the honey racha mustard, as long as there's no ranch in it. I hate ranch.
Really?
I hate ranch of any kind. Oh, of any kind. Can't have it on the plate.
Oh, really?
Oh, even when PJ's comes. PJ's Newtown Square even knows, do not even put it on my wing plate.
Oh, how about
Cannot have it. I don't need to dip.
I like ranch.
When we play,
I hate ranch.
When we played the almost award-winning game, What's in My Mouth? We had ranch dressing, and if you remember, John almost puked and quit and went back to Atlanta.
It was terrible.
He was
ranch is terrible.
Meetings were had.
If you're doing like appetizers, fun little appetizers, if you have like fries that have cheese and bacon or whatever on them and a nice little ranch dip, oh yeah.
Oh geez.
Oh yeah, right, Pat?
That's living right there.
Living large.
Developed right outside Santa Barbara, California. That's where Hidden Valley Ranch was.
Is that where Hidden Valley Ranch is from?
I went out to dinner in Santa Barbara with my cousin who lived there at the time, and she gave me that little fun factoid.
Wow, that is amazing.
They stopped there on their way back from Hawaii.
Jamie is so privileged and successful that he knows where the hidden of Hidden Valley is.
Nobody else does. Hence the name.
The normal public does not know because it's hidden, but Jamie Lynch goes, oh, no, I know where it is.
He's on it.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
let's check out Jamie's world.
Oh, boy.
Let's find out what's in Jamie's world.
All right, this is a golf conversation.
Oh, I love that. By the way, what are we, like 3 weeks to the Masters?
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So I was having this conversation with my cousin Tim about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were able to get out and play 9. And
at the club?
At his club.
at Tim's club.
He earned every second of that club.
Hello, Tim.
I hit a par 3 shot. It was pretty good. I think it was, the closest I've ever really been in my life is probably 5 or 6 feet. I've never really gotten inside that kind of zone. I hit a good one. I was feeling pretty good about it. Tim put his shot off the green, and I just said hypothetically to him, is it a hole-in-one if you hit your ball into the woods and re-teed? Now, I know the hole... hold on. I know the one is for the score, but the act of hitting a hole-in-one is tee box to hole. I would tell people that I hit a hole-in-one shot that I scored 3.
No, you wouldn't.
I did the act of tee box to hole in one shot. I don't care what my score is. So my cousin Tim, he has a buddy who's a scratch golfer who actually did this. He marked it a 3.
It is a 3.
It is a 3 on the scoreboard.
So it's not a hole-in-one.
But his friend Nick did a hole-in-one shot.
No.
Now, this guy's a scratch golfer that's never hit a hole-in-one in his life. But he hit one.
And he still hasn't.
You can't be a hole.
But it's a hole-in-one.
No, it's not.
It's tee box to hole. I don't care about the score. I don't care about the score.
If it's your third shot, it's not a hole-in-one. It's a hole-in-3.
That's stupid.
No, it's not.
It's stupid.
No, it's called the rules of the game.
No, you go tee box to hole, it's a hole-in-one.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's
yes,
a
it is.
hole-in-3.
So, all right, here's 2 questions for you. If I were to hit a natural hole-in-one, I would save the ball, maybe have it framed. You know, I don't know, Pennsauken Country Club, March, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I would get my scorecard where the 1 is on it and circled and have that framed. You have neither one of those if you call a hole-in-one what you did.
But I get to tell people I hit a hole-in-one.
No, you don't.
You did not.
You're lying if you do that. It's not. It's a lie.
I went tee box to hole.
That's not what it means. No, it's not what it means.
I don't care what the score is. I did the act of a hole-in-one.
No, you didn't. There is no such thing as the act of a hole-in-one is only one thing.
You chipped in on your third shot for par, is what you did.
That's what you did. The act of a hole-in-one
I went tee box to hole.
No,
it's a hole-in-one.
That's not what the act of a hole-in-one is.
Yeah, you can tell me whatever you want. In my mind, I hit a hole-in-one.
Well, then you're making it up, though, but you would be lying.
I went tee box to hole.
You'd be lying if you did.
Guys, we have to remember, we're in Jamie's world.
This is my world. Welcome in to the darkness.
We're trying to get you out.
When we exit this segment, and God, I hope soon, everything that John and Bob says is correct. It's not a hole-in-one. But right now, as we currently sit here in Jamie's world, it is.
Here's someone weighing
So I
in
left
on
the
this.
pro, too, leaving the course that day. And he said you would have to tell people that you chipped in to save par. And I said, well, I respect your opinion. You're wrong. I would have hit a hole-in-one.
I think
you told a pro he was wrong.
Somebody must have...
In a joking way. I'm not a J.O.
Somebody must have nudged Ryan the fireman. He was probably sleeping on his cot when he heard this. Ryan, checking in, my cousin, the fireman. Are you backing Jamie on this nonsense?
It's nice to see you come back to work from a vacation there, John. You want to go on another one?
Wow, shots fired.
What do we got? You're agreeing with Jamie?
Yes, because what Jamie's saying is the act of hitting the ball from the tee to the hole is a hole-in-one, but the score is a 3.
But you can't count it as a hole-in-one.
But I hit a hole-in-one.
You didn't.
It was just my third shot.
That's not a hole-in-one.
It's not a hole-in-one.
I don't care about the score.
It's a hole-in-3. Tee box to hole.
You know what?
Hole-in-one.
You're LaSalle, right?
Yes.
Ryan's Carroll. That is 2 embarrassed Catholic high schools right now that the 2 of you can't do math.
Oh, who? Where'd you go to school?
Seriously. O'Hara.
Because you were fairies.
At O'Hara, we know. We know at O'Hara. That it's
I know what the score is. But you went tee box a hole.
Yeah, but you don't say it's. That's
so
not
what do you
what
call?
people
I'm
do.
not calling that a chip in for par.
You know what? You don't go to
That's
the.
exactly what it was.
No, it's not. It's
It
off
was
the
a
tee
chip in
box.
for-
You don't chip in off a tee box.
You do not say. Oh, look! What did you have today? I had the act of a tee box to the hole.
You sound like a loser.
Yeah, no,
you just say I hit a hole-in-one.
No, you don't.
You'd
No.
have to describe it. Like you,
Yes, you would have
because
to.
of what happened, you'd have to describe
Yes.
it and let the person decide.
I hit a hole-in-one on my third shot.
Par 4, you hit a good drive. You're 148 out, and you chip in. You're going to say, I
not off a
chipped in.
tee box.
You
It's
chipped
different.
in.
It doesn't matter.
A chip
It's
in is
three.
from anything.
It's your
not
third
a tee
shot.
box. It's not a chip in from a tee box.
It's your third shot.
It's from 140 out, and it's
It's
your
a
third
hole-in-one.
shot.
That's the
No,
name
it's
of
not.
it.
It's your third shot.
I know every golf person in the world is going to disagree with me on this.
You mean
Because
the people who
they're
actually
right.
understand the game?
It's everybody's hung up on the score. I don't
Jamie?
give a damn about the score.
Jamie?
It's tee box to hole. Do you know how freaking hard that is?
Jamie,
it's impossible.
Jamie, you're getting
Woosah,
dragged
Jamie.
on this.
James,
No.
now look.
I know what the score
Jamie,
is.
I was with you when we were in Jamie's world, but the music was faded down, and now we're out of it. So now I have to tell you, you're wrong.
You don't even golf.
Well, that's
Mini
not
golf?
necessarily
He
true.
plays mini
I play
golf.
mini golf. I have my little clubs, and I get out there and I whack it. But with that said, we're outside of Jamie's world. Now,
You
when
see?
we were in Jamie's world, I agreed with you, and I backed you. But now
But
that the
not
music's
now?
faded down, Jamie, I got to...
I'm getting some support on Twitter.
For who?
that's
Name
ridiculous.
one person. Name those
This is
bots.
dictionary.com. Mike
Bots.
Tone just sent me. He said a perfect What does the phrase hole-in-one mean? A hole-in-one is a perfect achievement, as in Tim scored a hole-in-one on that test. The term alludes to a perfect stroke in golf where one drives the ball from the tee into the hole with a single stroke.
And who said
With a single stroke.
You do
Even
that.
that's your
You're still
third
doing
stroke.
that on your third stroke. It's a single stroke from tee box to hole.
A single
It's a
stroke
hole-in-one
is-
that I scored
You don't
3.
even believe it.
Yes, I do.
That's
It's
the
a
hard thing.
I
You
would
don't
tell
believe it.
people I hit a hole-in-one, but I scored it 3.
No.
You lost me.
Yes, I did.
That's terrible.
All right, so
Jeff in Lumberton checks in. Jeff?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah,
Hey,
buddy.
Jeff, don't you do it, Jeff. Don't you talk logic.
You guys should use the verbiage, I hold out on a par 3.
Correct.
But you could have done that from the rough behind the green.
A hole-in-one is your first shot. And then if you go OB and you read T, then you just say, I hold out on the par 3.
I hold out on a par 3. That is what the
That's
score
stupid.
is.
Jeff, you
hold out on
earned that
a-
hole-in-one, man. Claim
I didn't
it.
get a hole-in-one.
I got a hole-in-one that I scored 3.
That's ridiculous.
So I got Matt on Twitter asking
What do you
me
say, Matt?
at Caddyshacked.
I love that.
Yeah.
Caddyshack.
I know, Matt.
Are you? So people say, okay, you going to the bar afterwards?
I would absolutely buy people a beer. Yeah, or a drink.
What'd you get on that hole? A 3?
I wouldn't take it because it's not genuine.
A hole in 3.
You wouldn't
guys
take a free
know,
drink? Okay.
I'm not saying that, but
now
it
I
wouldn't
know
feel
you're lying.
genuine.
So you guys know how Kim Jong-un was like famous for
Yeah, he
lying
hit-
about his golf
he hit
score?
like 6 hole-in-ones
there
on
it
his
is.
This
first.
is Jamie. He's making up his rules and he's lying about his
I'm
golf
just saying,
score.
the act is tee box to hole.
All right, Coach, why don't you change this in a different direction? A curveball.
Let's go to the tally board and find out how many is too many. Let's go.
All right, this is pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. This is rapid fire, Jamie. You don't need to dig too deep into this.
You got a 3.
I'm going to give you a bunch of
a hole-in-one,
categories,
Coach.
one at a time here, and you have to tell me how many is too many.
5-0 goes west.
All right?
Okay.
This is for all 4 of you guys. How many NCAA brackets is too many?
2.
3.
3 is my number also.
How many wings is too many wings?
14.
13.
11.
17.
Oh, my gosh.
17.
I respect
17
that. I
wings.
respect that. And own it, Jamie.
I mean, I like 20 in front of me and to see what I can do.
yeah, it's a challenge.
Okay.
It's like a whole. It's like sitting at a tee
I
box.
like this game.
How many MLB games in a season is too many?
Going to or watching or what?
In general, just how many
The
games?
whole season.
141.
146.
Yeah.
163.
I'll go with Bob. 146
Wow.
sounds pretty good.
How many TVs in the house is too many?
That's a stupid question.
4.
I'll go 5.
6.
8.
Wow.
8.
I said what I said. Move
See,
on.
I'm anti-TV in the boudoir, so.
All right, how many close friends is too many?
Are you? Oh, okay. Close friends.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Infinite.
I'd say
You're
talking close friends.
Yeah, like you have a circle of friends that you trust. How many?
9.
Is too many in that circle?
9's
How many's
too
too
many.
many? There is none. There's
Yeah.
no number there.
Yeah,
for me.
that's
Close friends.
yeah. You just ruined the
Coach,
shit.
you know what I say about people? When you're here, you're family.
That's right.
That's right.
And your family's big.
Or you're in the Phillies bullpen, you're familia.
All right, we just have a few more. How many pairs of shoes is too many?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Our
Over
program
20, I'll
director-
say.
Our program director, Chuck, has what?
He has
3?
two. He has 2
3
pairs.
pair or 2 pair?
I think he
Yeah,
has
2
3 now.
I think he's up to 3. Yeah.
I'd say 25 pairs.
I was going to go 20.
Yeah, it's me. 20.
Yeah, I think 20.
It's around a good number.
All right, we've got 3 more. How many cars are too many?
For an individual? Okay. 3.
Yeah, 3's too many.
Yeah, 3.
4.
All right. How many blown leads are too many?
1.
Talking
What
3-1
sport?
series leads?
Whatever.
Any specific sport? Why is it Doc Rivers?
No
Okay.
specific sport.
Well, over a course of a season, I'm going to go by course of a season. I'm going to say 6.
Yeah, 6 is good.
Yeah, I think that's good.
4.
All right, and our last one, Bob. How many kids are too many?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
1.
That's what that was going to be my number.
I'm
That
going
was
to.
gonna be mine.
How many
that's
kids?
an infinite
I'm gonna
number
say,
also
I'm
to
going to
me.
say how many kids are too many. I'm going to say 5.
Jamie, if you want to go.
3.
I would go 19.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
You said 4 to every question, it seemed like.
Well,
and
no.
now you come out with a 19.
Because there was that show, 19 and Counting, and it was
yes.
okay, well, what point do you stop counting? So I go 19.
I know the psychological answer to this because I've watched that thing on Netflix.
Of what? How many kids are too many?
Uh-huh.
There's a psychological answer to it?
There's a family documentary or whatever on Netflix about...
It's called When You're Here, Your Family.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a family dynamics type thing, and it talks about it. And it says that if you go more than 3 children...
Soup and salad.
If you go more than 3 children in the average marriage, it's too much.
I've heard everyone with more than 3 kids say by the 3rd one, you just kind of go, well...
That the parents don't...
You're outnumbered.
The parents do not... You cannot give a child what they need...
I'm sitting right here.
If they do
right here with 4 kids. I'm sitting here.
No, it's just saying.
Okay.
There's
Jenna got plenty of attention. She's good. Trust me.
She's a sweetheart.
She's great.
She's nothing like Grumpy Dad.
My
this
God.
morning. Hey, we appreciate you being a part of the John Kincade Show, and we appreciate you supporting the American Association for Cancer Research today in our takeover. We got Stan Pat coming your way. Pat summarizes the week with a big bow on it, or a little bow. Coming up. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. And we thank the American Association for Cancer Research and everybody who has agreed to partner with us today by making a donation, because the American Association for Cancer Research partners with our show. They are the official charity partner of the John Kincade Show. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor, and why? Because of people like you. People that made donations, people that support the AACR. It's absolutely awesome. Private citizen donations add up, and there are almost 17 million Americans that are cancer survivors today. And we're talking about 50,000 researchers worldwide that are driving progress every day to finding a solution and a cure for families like yours. If you haven't been touched by cancer, at some point you will. And you can be part of the cure. Go to aacr.org/fanatic. You can be a brick in the wall to finding a new treatment or something that will help someone lead a more productive life. Go to aacr.org/fanatic, because cancer research saves lives.
The John Kincade Show.
This is not radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Today's John Kincade Show is being presented by the American Association for Cancer Research. You can help accelerate scientific breakthroughs that will benefit cancer patients and their families. Make a donation to life-saving cancer research today at aacr.org/fanatic.
Everyone is talking about the madness in March, but the world is crazy enough right now. So here at Colonial Hyundai, we're focusing on March gladness with our Clutch 3-Point Play sales event. Score big with 0 money down, 0% financing, and 0 payments for 90 days on a new Hyundai. Other dealers out of inventory? That's a technical foul. Only Colonial has slam dunk deals, like a new 2022 Tucson SE for $299 per month with $0 down. Your credit on the rebound? We can assist you. With the best rates in the business, we're dropping dimes and we'll get you in one of our 300 vehicles available for purchase today. Plus, we'll give you $6,500 for your trade today, no matter the condition, guaranteed. Shop 24/7 at colonialhyundai.com. If you don't see what you're looking for on our website, give us a call. Odds are it's on its way. Colonial Hyundai of Downingtown. The fast, easy, better way to buy a Hyundai. 2022 Hyundai Tucson SE based on a 39-month lease through HMF. Lease cash down $29.99 plus tax and tags. See dealer for full details.
Add a little excitement to your sports watching experience and make every moment more by betting on all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook. Their app is simple to use, and they've got great odds on all different betting markets. Right now, FanDuel is letting you place your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. What are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started, and be sure to sign up with promo code PLAY. That's FanDuel Sportsbook. Promo code PLAY.
21 plus and present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, or West Virginia. Refund issued is non-withdrawable set credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $10. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Same game parlay available for multiple sports in all states on mobile and web. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342 in Arizona. 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG in Colorado, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. 1-800-770-STOP in Louisiana. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help in Michigan. 1-800-77-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 in New York, Tennessee. Redline 1-800-889-9789 and visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net in West Virginia.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to use humor. But we don't want to insult your intelligence, so nothing too goofy. And we need to avoid any polarizing topics. Oh, and it has to be about how you can save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. You know what? Maybe humor is a bad idea. Yeah, it's never going to work. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Wait, aren't these all charitable donations?
At Magda's Tax Prep, every person counts.
I'd rather not have to file for an extension.
She needs new auditors to maximize returns on her family time.
On itemized deductions. Hey, can someone help with these 1099s?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Get in zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone, America's #1 brakes destination. Right now, save 15% when you get any 2 Duralast rotors with a set of Duralast brake pads. It's also AutoZone's national hiring event. We're hiring all positions, from sales to warehouse and drivers, both part-time and full-time. Visit careers.autozone.com or any one of our stores. Get in zone, AutoZone. Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
With warmer weather and people getting out and about, the New Jersey Transit Police Department reminds you that we all need to work together to keep the transit system safe. If you ride the train or bus, if you live or work near a station, be alert and aware of your surroundings. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD. New Jersey Transit urges you to help keep the transit system safe. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD.
I thought we were going to the beer store. We are. But we passed 3 already.
We're going to the Beer and Cigar Superstore, B&B Beverages in historic Doylestown. This place is amazing.
That's like a 20-minute drive.
Relax. It's just minutes off the 202 byway. They have thousands of craft beers to choose from. Their staff knows everything about beer, and they have a larger selection of cigars than most cigar stores. Check them out at bnbbeverages.com.
You're going to drive me to drink.
Actually, I'm going to drive you to B&B Beverages, the Beer and Cigar Superstore. We'll drink when we get home.
Hey guys, it's Andrew from my friends at CSL Plasma. At CSL Plasma, you can make up to $825 this month when you donate plasma at any of CSL Plasma's tri-state area donation centers. That's money in your pocket for doing a good deed. Plasma donations help create therapies to treat patients with rare and serious diseases, and the process is similar to donating blood. For locations and info on how you can donate plasma and earn up to $825 this month, visit CSLPlasma.com. Walk-ins are welcome. CSL Plasma, good for you, great for life.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now.
You know, the new Bet Parks app is finally here. Pennsylvania and New Jersey, listen up. 2 great apps in one. You get the sportsbook, you get the casino, you get it all in one place. It's the only sportsbook and casino app that I recommend, and it's brand new. Go to betparks.com and download it for yourself. It's absolutely amazing. By the way, we're all rooting for the Delaware Blue Hens today, right? They're 16-point underdogs. If you want to grab those points, jump on it today. It'll be a great one. The Sixers, a favorite at home tonight. By the way, the Sixers have covered once against the spread in their last 7 games. Buyer beware. While Dallas is 13-4 against the spread in their last 17. So just some things to look for tonight. Get on the Parks app. All of the games are there for you today. All of the action all day long. You got 16 in the afternoon. You got 16 at night. It's the Bet Parks app. It's a sanctuary where odds and bets and slots and games all come together in perfect harmony. Use the promo code Kincade. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are reinventing what sports talk radio can be. Whether we improve it remains to be seen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
That's 3 today. That's a trifecta.
I'd prefer you just do it in one, John. But, sometimes it happens 3 times. And
that was the joke. That was the two.
Yeah.
I had to give our boy Bill Strobel one of my favorite. Lighten up, Francis. I am so tired. Oh, my God. The hole-in-one, the 5-hole.
I think it's a fascinating conversation.
The 5-hole, the thing. My mind's going to explode. I'm losing IQ points. Bill, seriously, lighten up, Francis. Come on.
Any golfer I bring that up to, while they have a emphatic answer, it's a good debate.
It is a good debate.
It's fun.
It is a good debate.
I have one friend that I have to ask this to. A kid,
okay, so you're asking.
He's the most serious golfer, so it's probably going to be slanted, right? He's a very serious golfer.
Then it's slanted because anybody.
Anyway.
Well, I would hope that Jamie would play golf with integrity.
I do. I'd mark it 3, but I tell people I had
a hole in 3.
A hole in 1 that I scored 3.
No, you hole in 3.
Why are we stripping people?
There's no ad.
It's one of the hardest things to do in sports. Why are we taking that from people?
Because you didn't do it.
You didn't do
yes,
it.
you did. You went T-box to hole. I don't care what stroke it
You had
was.
2 chances to do it.
How many par
penalty.
3s have you played in your life?
Many.
Over 1,000? Probably.
Probably.
Have you come close?
Yes.
Have you hit one?
Never.
How many have you played?
I hit the flag once.
How many par 3s?
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah, the closest I came was a foot, my foot size, and 3 fingers.
Okay, so we're talking about probably collectively 5,000 rounds. Nobody's even really come too close.
The grip of my putter, I came within that on a roll. Though. I didn't put
Doesn't
it there.
matter.
I didn't put it there. It rolled there.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Pirate Island, I got a couple.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, Ocean City.
Just saying.
Clown's Mouth?
They still talk about it.
Sweet.
5,000 par 3s played. Nobody's done it. Let somebody enjoy it if they do it.
If they do it in 1, I will let them enjoy it.
Who cares what shot it is?
Hey, Sixers Mavs tonight on The Fanatic. Don't miss it right here on The Fanatic, your Sixers station. Every Friday we do it. It's time to stand pat.
It's time to stand pat. Here's Pat.
Yep, it's me. It's Pat. I am here. I am standing up. Standing pat.
Are
I know.
you?
Yeah, it's tough to see, but I actually, sadly, am standing up. Okay, so this is the segment where we look back through the week and all the stupid crap that we said. We usually do start
This is going to piss Bill off big time.
We usually start off, though, with more serious stuff. So this was me and Jamie complaining about the Sixers bench earlier in the week. Why didn't you sign Tyreek Evans to your G League team? He hasn't been in the league in 3 or 4 years, but that's how bad this Sixers bench is, where I'm more willing to take a look at a guy who hasn't been in the league in 3 and 4 years, and I'm more willing to take a look at him in Delaware to see if he can play at all because of the lack of bench help that this team has.
I think I'm in a worse spot, Pat. I'm calling for Joe Johnson 10-day contracts.
Now, this is a post-game after a loss, and I'm wondering, it's been a few days now, have we changed our mind a little bit?
No, you still need tons of help.
You need tons of help. Yes. But I also believe that there were, I think the frustration, Pat, is that whole idea that, damn, there were options out there, and now you're running down the sands are coming out of the hourglass.
Yeah, I feel like we're all going to still say that the bench sucks, but I just have to check. All right, there was an argument that went down on Wednesday's show about something that happened on Tuesday. You also owe John one.
Yeah, because I didn't get mine.
John
No,
because
because we made an agreement that we all set a date and we said, well, if somebody doesn't show up, they owe a burrito to everybody. They got to pay. You didn't show up.
I asked you to go last week and you didn't. You couldn't show up.
You didn't show up. This was the date that we agreed upon, and we all said if somebody doesn't show up,
did you guys
then they
go?
Have to buy. No, we didn't because you didn't show up.
Didn't show up.
Now
day.
you owe everybody a burrito.
You can't say I didn't show up to some place you didn't go to.
Hey, scumbag, have you paid him yet?
Good point.
It's terrible.
What did you call me? I swear to God, dude, you're going to get your ass kicked.
I'm just wondering if you paid up your bet yet. Or
There
did
you
you
go.
welch?
Did you eat for free on Monday?
I did, yeah. You know, you paid up your bet for me, and you paid up your bet for Jamie, but John is hungry. John, look at him.
He's wilting away.
I can't have a burrito today. It's Friday during Lent.
Yeah.
Bob's off the hook today.
Yeah, I just want to remind Bob that he still owes one of us a burrito. And we'll move on. To
I owe you
the
something
baseball.
for sure.
We'll move on to the baseball team. Did you happen to see what Harper said yesterday?
The general manager, Bryce Harper?
Look, he's not wrong. His quote was accurate. If they don't get either Kyle Schwarber, Chris Bryant, or Nick Castellanos,
it's a failure.
Then it's gross.
And he's right.
So we sit here on Friday, and they have a shot at Kyle Schwarber, who they already signed, but Castellanos is still in play.
I'm excited.
I was hoping there was Castellanos' word before we left.
I was hoping we'd have some news on this one, but I think that's coming to an end. That race is coming to an end. We may know by tonight, Mavericks game or tomorrow.
Be pretty exciting if he signed
That'd be
here.
great.
My only concern is how many connections does he have with this Phillies team, you know? Like selling. I don't think not really being friendly with Bryce Harper is going to affect it, but Bryce Harper knowing Chris Bryant, that's a stupid argument. I'll put this for next week because Chris Bryant didn't even sign here. Look, we
I don't even know where you were going with that
I'm
one.
lost. So we talk for 20 hours a week, and we have a lot of stupid arguments like hole-in-ones, but this was one from earlier this week.
So we'll have Adam Schefter joining us. And after the bottom of the hour, Claude Giroux.
I don't like the top of the hour, bottom of the hour references. I understand it. I don't
How
get
many
it.
other people do?
What do you mean, though?
I don't like the bottom of the hour.
You mean you don't like the bottom of the hour? It tells somebody where to be.
Yeah, but I think it's dumb.
What do you mean? I don't
Say
understand.
6:30. Are you really saving that much time? Or 7:30, 8:30? It's the middle of the hour.
Team Jamie on that one.
Unless you're looking at an analog clock.
Yeah, it's
the
dumb.
middle of the hour.
Wow, it's
only bottom
back
when
half
you're
of the
staring at one
hour.
of those
So
antiquated things.
It's the bottom of the hour.
But that makes no sense.
It's just dumb.
The bottom of the hour would be the 59th minute.
You know
This
what?
is from the man who's going to argue a hole-in-one that's in three.
Well, if you think that was the worst segment or the hole-in-one, guess what? We actually had a worse segment this week.
No, we didn't.
We will end with it. It is,
No, we didn't.
I'll admit before you play this that this is the worst segment
it's
if it's
not
what I'm
good,
thinking of.
and it comes from who else? Bobby Apps.
I was wondering what else goes hand in hand with you when it comes to a sporting event and a social activity.
Opening day.
So what's
Food.
The Masters.
What do you Thursday? I'm saying.
Any
What do you associate with them?
Oh. Like today goes, it's a beer drinking day thing.
Wow, you are so eloquent.
Didn't you used to work with words?
I can't imagine what
Trying
it would
to
be like when
explain
you
it
finally
to
do
Jamie.
drink.
That's why I'm dumbing it down because he's got this look like he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Do you watch any sporting event?
I'm
all the
struggling
time?
here, Bob. I'm not going to lie.
Didn't you used to work with words?
This is horrible. The question is, can I get out? What do you equate socially with a sporting event? And I get Masters, food.
Didn't you? Didn't you used to work with words?
Yeah, that was a good line.
This is where
That should be a T-shirt.
That rival shakeisms right there.
That was great. That was great. Hey, fantastic job, Pat. Bringing us to our knees every single week like that.
Guys,
That's terrible.
I have to thank you.
Hey, exactly.
For making my job so easy.
Hey, when on public transit, be sure to look up and speak up. If you see something suspicious, report it by texting GO1776, calling pound 1776, or the Look Up Speak Up app. We appreciate everybody today who's been jumping in. I've just gotten a list put in front of me here of people making donations this morning to the AACR, the American Association for Cancer Research, back again as our official show partner for charity and their chief philanthropic officer. Now, that's a hard word, Coach. Philanthropic officer, Vice President of Development, Mitch Stoller, joins us. Mitch, we have a very generous audience, a lot of people that thinking about this, and every day what you guys do at the AACR is really incredible, and I try to tell people about it every day.
Hey, John, great to hear your voice, and thank you so much. Also want to say good morning to Bob, Jamie, Pat, Eric, and, of course, Joe Bell, good friend of all of ours.
Sure.
And can't thank the audience and the corporate sponsors for supporting the AACR groundbreaking research. We really, really appreciate the generosity.
We love that. And Mitch, when I tell people that you guys make really good use of the funds, they have actual sites that tell you you're going to donate to this organization. Do they use your money well? The American Association for Cancer Research is streamlined. You guys do this. Really, money is getting in the hands of researchers and the doctors that can do this.
Very focused on finding cures. We're funding young scientists and mid-level and senior scientists all over the world, John. And, as you know, about 88 cents of every dollar goes directly to mission, goes directly to our innovative research program. So really, really proud of that, and proud of you and your team for being great ambassadors and promoting the work of the AACR.
And we love Philly people. And
we love Philly.
And the Philly-based AACR, too, which is great, is that I really feel like the fight on the cancer front with the AACR has a real Philly feel to it.
It really does. And, we're proud of being here in Philly for, over 50 years, worldwide headquarters for AACR. And we have great members. It's a membership-based organization with over 50,000 members all over the world. But right here in Philly, some unbelievable science, great research going on.
It's amazing.
And so we should be really proud of that.
Mitch, do you feel that people are more generous when the local teams are doing well? I mean, do you find stuff like that when things are going well in town, when the Eagles are playing well, when the Phillies are doing well, Sixers, that people are more generous?
Yes, which is why we got to keep the Sixers moving in the right direction. Get that bench moving, right? Come on, guys.
Mitch, can you give Doc Rivers anything off the bench? Maybe 4? Can you give him 4 good minutes, 5 good minutes, anything?
I played a lot of ball in my time.
You did.
I don't know if I could go one-on-one with Bob Cooney, but I was a pretty good point guard in my day. And I would love to have the opportunity. But I'm a huge Sixer fan, and we want to see them do well.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Mitch. We appreciate it. And the American Association for Cancer Research back again, the official charity partner of the John Kincade Show. We'll keep doing
John,
good work.
Thanks for your dedication, everybody. AACR.org/fanatic. Don't forget it. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Mitch. Buddy. Thanks, Mitch. AACR.org/fanatic. And honestly, I've gotten 4 emails here of just names, list after names. Sean Gillespie, our own Jamie Lynch. Melissa from St. Louis, Julie Van Sciver, Scott Sorensen, Patrick Lafferty, Brian Travelli, Joe Dorn, Matthew Zazanovich, Nick Davis, Fran Devini, John Gleckner, Ryan Sweet, Clayton Hudome, Mark Falco in memory of Harry Falco Jr., Michael Wallace II, George Crawley, Ryan Griffith, David Goldner, Dylan Huggins, Jordan Todd in memory of his father, Angelo Carosello, Brian Hunn in memory of Ellen Hunn, Andrew Ellis, Kenneth Levy, Jeffrey Turin. I mean, you guys are incredible today, which is great, and I really appreciate you getting involved in this. Alexander Grooms, Thomas Klingler, Jonathan Rosno, who hopefully a baby's coming soon, Corey Heller, Debbie Counseling and Consultation, LLC, in honor of Bud and Maureen, Sean Noonan, Rodney Boylan, Tim Sickler in honor of Nikki S., Mark Harder, Christian Hassan, Jacob Wolfman. I mean, you guys are great today.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
We appreciate you so much. And you really have connected with the show, and we try to say thank you every single day for listening, but we thank you for getting involved in the things we get involved with. And we hope that we're doing good work for that, and we really appreciate that big time. So, Bob, now, based on the Fletcher Cox story, I guess there's different scenarios. Do they or don't they feel the need now to replace him this year in the draft? There's a lot of questions here as to now, because we don't know whether he's coming back or not. There are some suspect that he is coming back. Some suspect that he will weigh his options.
Yeah, I wonder what you do. Now, are you actively looking? All right, say you're Howie Roseman, and yesterday you did what you did, which was release Fletcher Cox, and now over later part of last night, early this morning, we find out, well, there's a possibility they may bring him back at a lesser price. Are you okay with that? Like Jamie said, yeah, you can bring him back, and I hear what you're saying. But are you looking for better in the meantime? Or are you saying maybe the draft is the way to do it? Like, how do you think they're going to? Now, I say I don't think Fletcher's going to come back. I think he's going to move on to other pastures because he has decided, okay, they cut that money out from under me. I really don't love the defensive coordinator, whatever. I think he may move on. But how is Howie Roseman, in your eyes, handling this right now? Is he looking for a replacement? Is he dead set on bringing Fletcher Cox back? How do you handle the draft? Do you still need defensive interior linemen?
To my knowledge, they only have 2 D tackles right now. I think this move indicates that a D tackle is a lock, probably in the first round. I think
it's an absolute lock. This tells me one way or another. Absolute lock.
But I think Fletcher comes back on top of it. One, maybe to help groom a little bit, but 2, you just need bodies. And you're not probably, even where Fletcher's at in his career, you're not going to do any better than him currently. With a non-rookie, so you might as well bring him back if the number is affordable.
I think if you can get a affordable number. By the way, some people are speculating coming back at $14 million.
No, I don't think so.
Go at that. I say Fletcher Cox go.
Yeah, because his salary next year would have been what?
18.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, it was between 16 and 18, something like that. I think it was just north of 16. But your savings was about somewhere between 16 and 18. You know, people differ on the number.
I would say go, though.
But you're not going to give a similar number to what you just cut.
No, you can't do that.
So they're going to bargain shop it. I would guess 10, maybe 11.
I said to you 8.
Yeah, it could be, but maybe 10 I think is more fair.
I would wonder, could he get 10 on the street.
Well, it would probably
I'd be hard.
It's probably a contender that would get him, right?
Well, I told you earlier, an NFL insider I trust implicitly said to me last night, because I asked about it, and he said that the trade market for him was relatively non-existent, and a late third-day draft pick was all the Eagles could have recovered, so they most likely said it's not worth the dead cap hit to trade for a pick of that value. Better to release him and leave him open to things. So, I mean, that's where...
I wonder if Robert Woods, who you heard
Well,
earlier,
Robert Woods, yes.
I wonder if the Rams are facing a similar situation there.
Well, we know they...
But if they're going to cut it, like, do you give up that third or fourth to guarantee him?
Here's the only problem.
Or do you wait for him to get cut?
If they cut him,
he's going to go to a Bills or a Chiefs.
He's going somewhere else where he knows he's going to get thrown the football by a guy who can really throw the football.
Yeah, and probably a chance to compete for another ring.
Correct. And
so
that's it.
How about I put a fourth on the table?
How about if I told you right now, would you give up a fourth for Cole Beasley? If you had had the chance to make the trade. Reportedly, the Bills couldn't get a fourth for Cole Beasley.
Boy, I would love that type of receiver.
So
in
would
the
I.
Eagles
164
offense, right?
catches the last 2
Now I'm
years.
just reading one of these Bills bloggers, but it's associated with the Buffalo News. So I'm saying this isn't just some guy in his basement writing a blog. That the Bills reportedly could not get a high third-day draft pick, which is fourth round, right? Fourth round, third-day draft pick. High fourth round. That's what they were looking for. Couldn't get it. So they released Cole Beasley instead. I can't believe that nobody would think Cole Beasley was worth that. I'll take Cole Beasley on the Eagles in a second. Now he's crazy. So you got to deal with the crazy. And wasn't popular in the clubhouse, in the locker room.
Right.
So if you're Howie Roseman, do you say, do I bring in a guy who's not popular in the locker room?
God, I would
peers?
love to be able to find that guy in the second or third round of the draft.
Oh,
that
yes.
Slot, sure-handed receiver that seems to just get open all the time. And I would love that. But Cole Beasley,
are you in on Cole Beasley?
My first reaction is no, to be honest.
Well, I wouldn't
Fourth round isn't a lot to spend either.
But reportedly they couldn't.
Yeah.
Get a fourth rounder for him. That seems impossible to me. But
Or it tells you how he's valued around the league. I don't know.
Well, the thing is that people are saying that
164 catches in 2 years
in his club, but
doesn't grow on trees.
Not popular teammate in his own locker room. I think that may be more the story.
Probably.
Yeah, bring him in. A chemistry thing. Do you bring a guy in who people really don't dig?
Yeah, that's the question. Are you more inclined as a person to roll the dice or play it safe?
Yes.
I mean, playing it safe is, I think, the right one here.
Want to thank Anthony Beers. Good name, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Beers, a donation. Frank Andro. Oh, God, it's really hard. Androwitz is what I'm going to go with. I'm sorry, Frank, if I butchered that. Thomas Mayorino, Chuck D'Amico, our own Chuck D'Amico.
Way to go, Chuck.
Ernie Rare, in memory of Ernest Rare Sr. Mitch Stoller, in honor of me, but thank you, Mitch. I appreciate that. James Chiota, David Rosenberger, in honor of everyone fighting cancer right now, our own Pat Egan. Appreciate that, Patty. Charles Minato, in memory of Elizabeth Minato. So we really appreciate that.
I don't know if Chuck was one of the guys you mentioned there on our YouTube chat, but he posted, donated to the ASR in memory of his mother who passed away from blood cancer 2.5 years ago.
And that is it's tough. And everybody's going to be touched by this at some point, and that's bottom line. And anything we can do to help AACR, they do great work. And the money's going to researchers. It's going to doctors to do their work.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have fancy offices with like crystal chandeliers and rich mahogany. It's not like they're walking into the Lynch's Club. I mean, these people, they live streamlined. I want to thank, too, Window Nation, Farron Electric, the Davis CPA Group, Adam Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, Pierce Phelps Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning, and All Seasons Comfort Control, who all corporate sponsors who have got involved in our cause with the AACR. And I read you and I tell you at the end of each day, sort of like at the end of The Price is Right, I tell you one of our corporate sponsors, and I thank you and I urge you to take care of this amazing cause. But those corporate sponsors, you guys are awesome because you really immerse yourself in the show. You immerse yourself in everything we've got going on, and it is greatly appreciated. I want to tell you a reason you've got to be with us on Monday. Beginning on Monday, If you want to head to the NFL draft with us in Vegas, you can be there. Listen starting Monday. You will have your chance to win a trip for two from our official partner, PhillySportsTrips.com, where you travel with the pros. We're talking round-trip, nonstop flights for you and a guest from Philly to Vegas. A 3-night stay at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, and passes to 2 all-inclusive draft parties. And I'm telling you, we are going to have a blast in Vegas. It's going to be fun. The most important draft in Eagles history. Look at the clout they've got. And we want to thank Philly Pretzel Factory, the official soft pretzel of the Philly sports fan. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in ED and low testosterone treatment. The all-new Parks Sportsbook app. Go to betparks.com. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Window Nation for replacement windows, doors, siding, and more. Visit windownation.com or call 866-90-NATION. Your chance to go to Vegas with us begins Monday. But what do you need to be doing? You need to be listening on Monday to find out how this is all going to work. We would love to have you with us. It is going to be an amazing trip. It is going to be so much fun. Now, Anthony and Chunas today at the Parks Casino.
Can we hear that drop one more time?
Let's hear.
What did Anthony have to say yesterday, Pat?
He was
Dude, it's unbelievable. Dude, it's unbelievable.
Can you imagine if, like, you had Cuz? Cuz is on the draft coverage for ESPN, for NBA or NFL draft or something. They got Cuz on the thing, and they're like, all right, this kid's coming out of Kentucky. Cuz, what do you think?
Dude, it's unbelievable. I'm sorry. I don't know about
I do not.
What do I know?
Those two yesterday, Cuz and Chunas were like two kids on Christmas. And one would open a box and be like, yeah, the Eagles right now heading into free agency. There's some names out. Did you see that shot? Yeah, this is amazing. They love it, and it is going to be a blast.
I love it.
It's going to be a blast today. You don't want to miss a minute of Cuz Radio.
That's right, brother.
And if you're lucky, you're going to get to see Connor's haircut on the streets of Philly this weekend. That's all I'm going to tell you. You're going to think you're back in the 80s. Or the 90s, really, the Phillies. He would have fit in the 93 Phillies with that haircut.
He's proud as hell of it, though, so that's
I don't
all
know
that matters.
what happened. I think Connor thinks he's still playing college baseball.
I think so.
Or he thinks he's on the 93 Phillies.
Yeah.
Hey, support life-saving cancer research. Join us and our generous partners, Window Nation, Farron Electric, the Davis CPA Group, Adam Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, Pierce Phelps Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning, All Seasons Comfort Control. All of our corporate sponsors helping to make a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research every single day. You can do it too at 97.5thefanatic.com/AACR. I'm here to tell you, cancer research saves lives. It'll be a fun Friday with Cuz Radio. Don't turn the dial. Stay with the Fanatic all day long and have a great weekend, everybody.
Hey, guys, start your bracket with a bang. FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, is giving new customers a $150 instant bonus guaranteed. That's right. You'll get $150 in bonus site credit, and all you have to do is place your first bet of $5 or more. How you bet the bracket is up to you. You can choose from the money line, totals, prop bets, and a whole lot more. I told you earlier, kind of like Delaware, with the familiarity they may have with Villanova, they're getting 15.5 today. Look at that one there. Take Delaware. John is all over it. I also like Davidson today against Michigan State. A close line there, getting 1.5. Go with Davidson. Which team would you like to take a chance on to turn your site credit into cash plus with cash out? The ball's in your court. You can close out your bet whenever you want before the game is over. Join FanDuel today with promo code Bob. Then you can place your $5 bet to score $150 in bonus site credit. That's promo code Bob. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
You're a middle-aged man. You can't be a DJ.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Breakfast is sizzling at Wawa with 2 for $5 Sizzlies in all your favorite varieties, including the return of the sweet and savory waffle Sizzly. For a double delicious breakfast on the go, choose any 2 varieties